to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley, and today I am so pleased to be joined by two very special guests, returning champion.
Hello, Seth Pomeroy.
And our friend,
Holly Perkins.
Holly Perkins.
Yeah.
Seth Pomeroy. Hello.
Hello.
Thank y'all so much for doing this. We've got Sam got called up to the potluck at the Comedy Store.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you
All
know,
right.
he bailed on us, but for a good reason.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
just the potluck means they stand in a corner, everyone stands in a circle and smokes a lot of weed. There's no comedy being done at all.
Well, there is an open mic here in LA that I've talked about many times called the Liquid
Yeah.
Zoo. That actually does have a crock pot in the corner of it because it's one of those places where all of the patrons are such severe alcoholics that if the bar doesn't feed them food, they will die.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
And so you go in and they just had a crock pot full of hot dogs or full of chili or just whatever, and it was free. Yeah, just to have, because otherwise, so it's real out there in Van Nuys.
That's
That
amazing.
feels like it should just be an AA meeting. Like, at that
Yeah,
point, they're
doubles.
like, let's.
Well,
let's
it's the
make
best part of
therapy.
both because it's an AA meeting, but with booze.
yeah, you don't have to quit at all.
Yeah, you don't have to change anything.
Yeah, everyone gets a moment at the podium. It's great.
Yeah, you just show up, get drunk, absorb free hot dogs.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds
an
great.
alcoholic and will continue to be so.
Yeah. Holly's been going to a lot of open mics. Now you should become an alcoholic and go to open mics. I think that's where you fucked up.
Oh, I'm very so. You so how long? When did you move here?
We've been here about a month.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need.
Half-ish.
I need my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Newcomer to LA open mic report and go.
Holly, go.
Oh, wow. Well, I saw a woman, an octogenarian, cry on stage.
Yeah.
That was fun. It's been interesting. It has been different than I expected. Some of them I've been like, wow, lots of talent here. And then other ones I've been like, why am I sitting here?
Yep.
I've quoted many times my favorite tweet of all time. My friend Dave Waite, friend of the show, said, "Sometimes I see comedy so good, I think, why am I even doing this? Sometimes I see comedy so bad, I think, why am I even doing this?"
Yeah, that's right.
It's the truest shit in the
yeah,
world.
it's been a mix of that for sure. Yeah, it's been interesting. I last week I went to an open mic and a guy was like doing okay, and then he was like, "How much time do I have left?" And they said like 40 seconds, and he was like, "Okay, I got one more," and then just went into a joke that he said the R word like 5 times.
Oh, good.
And they were
Yeah,
all
he
like,
had to make his time count.
why did you do that? You were doing fine. And he was like, he felt stupid. He was just like, yeah, I tanked it. I shouldn't have done that. And we were like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
That's good, though. That's the way I deal with breakups, too.
Yeah.
They're like, you got 5 seconds. And I'm like, all right, you fucking, let's get the words out.
I was thinking
Yeah.
this could be an Olympic sport. It says bridge burning. How quickly?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, 40 seconds and he just bomb went
Incredible.
down. It was a lot.
That actually takes some skill. It might be worth an Olympic an event. Just have comedians see how quickly you can get the entire room to turn on you.
That is actually great.
Oh, yeah.
Someone should do something with the 80% of these people who will never make it.
Yeah.
Show business.
Just call it cancel me.
Just kidding,
and
just kidding.
Yeah.
Everybody just signs up.
I'm an Olympic heel turnist. Turn heel on the crowd.
That's right. But yeah, it's been nice being at home and being like, well, honey, I'm a filmmaker, so I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah. But you stay home with your
I'm
little
just
baby.
me and Save the Cat, baby. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
Okay.
Till about midnight tonight, so you do whatever you got to do.
Which we actually talked about Save the Cat a little bit on the Patreon because the guy who wrote Save the Cat,
Blake Snyder.
also wrote.
Oh shit! What did he? Oh, he wrote Blank Check, the terrible Paul Giamatti movie.
And one other one that's really
what
crazy.
is the other one? Why do I know Blank Check over the other? What's
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Oh, yes. See, and this is the hypocrisy that comes with this shit where it's like, I do believe this man understands the tools or whatever, and he can explain them to me. But how he has used the tools has been ultimately not very successful on the whole.
It's like you can have a beautiful home with a great foundation, but then you can also build a house that's fugly.
Yeah. And it's like a book that's teaching you how to pick up girls or some shit. You know, it's like, I don't know how to do it, but here's what I figured out. A suit, and you want to say these 3 things. It's like, well, I appreciate the information, you murderer. I'll go do that privately. Thank you. But no. I'm sure Blake Snyder is very nice. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to save your cat. Well, I have no respect for you. You're a dead cat.
I'll piss on your grave, pal.
Anyone in your family I also don't respect.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I want him to know.
Harsh.
We covered Stop or My Mom Will Shoot on a Patreon episode.
I haven't seen it as a kid.
And I like when we talk about those movies, I like to go deep. And the shittier the movie, there's always like there's always something something weird. Like, for instance, there's a Hulk Hogan Christmas film called Santa with Muscles.
Whoa.
That was produced by Jordan Belfort.
Whoa, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
The actual Wolf of Wall Street produced and probably buried a lot of his ill-gotten
Good
gains.
businessman, honestly.
in a
That's
Hulk
moving
Hogan.
money around.
Yeah. So I always find something like that when I'm researching those movies for the
Whoa.
Patreon. But with Stopper My Mom Will Shoot, I was like, it's the fucking Save the Cat
It's the
guy?
Save the Cat guy.
Oh.
The thing is really helpful, and it's like,
Save the cat. My mom will shoot.
Yeah, Save the Cat.
Save the Cat.
Or Estelle Getty will stomp it.
that's right. And Stallone was going to be the cat, and he was like, "Look, I think we should just do it as a human. I don't want to do the voice.
I'm not a pussycat.
They need to remake that as Stallone as the cat. They just take
Meow, meow.
his IP they already own of him speaking over the last 30 years. Paramount's like, we just repurpose this into a cat. It's
There
fine.
we go. Yeah, just outtakes from,
Don't shoot.
outtakes from ants.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, by the end of Civilization, we'll just be moving around a lot of audio pieces.
Yeah,
Everything we say right now will be fucking repurposed if
Like
any
they
of us
did
has any
with,
impact.
Chef with Isaac Hayes on South Park, where they just
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
filed his voice.
Yeah, that's contract, baby.
You know?
Too late.
Yeah,
Talk to the
yeah.
managers.
You gotta
That's the
kill you off
problem.
somehow.
Man, I just talked about Isaac Hayes in South Park. I was on an episode that's going to be coming out of a podcast called Spin Doctors.
Cool.
And talked about
Hosted by the Spin Doctors,
Love
the
the
band.
Spin
no, it's all
Can you
about
put me in touch with the spin doctor?
Yes, we'd like to meet the red-haired fella.
it's all about like records.
Yeah.
You just talk about a
Oh,
record
great.
top to bottom. And so I was talking about Chocolate and Cheese by Ween. It's like one of my favorite records of all time. And talks about the fact that I came to learn about Ween and many other artists through the South Park album.
Yeah, that makes
came
sense.
out.
Yeah.
Like that record starts off with Isaac Hayes going, back again for the first time, Ozzy Osbourne, Old Dirty Bastard, DMX, and the Crystal Method. And then it's just like this hard rock, like rap. So it just like blew my mind
That's
as a kid.
awesome.
Oh yeah, I had that. I had that CD.
Did
I
you-
loved it. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Beavis and Butthead soundtrack was like that too. I'm trying to. There's something
yeah.
else like that because it had Nirvana and shit on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
What
yeah.
other soundtrack was like big deal? Where I was like, these songs fucking rule. What was that? We were just watching something. And I was like, I had the soundtrack, and maybe that's Ninja Turtles. We'll talk about that later.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
other thing that I texted
That's
Rivers
a-
about.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that another time.
That's-
But maybe that's what it was. But anyways,
Yeah.
Man. So this is a first show back in LA. I just
Yeah.
got in the door here a couple days ago, but I brought something with me. And actually, no, you know what? I'm going to switch this up because I do have something from Georgia, but let's talk about this
Yeah.
first.
I like that it might be a loaded gun, and you might just put it on the table half an hour from now.
This is the last show.
And I'm like, fuck, this is what he brought something special. What do we do, Holly?
That
No
Georgia
more
special.
show.
That 38 special.
yeah, it's very special. 38 times.
Yeah, they're from close enough to Georgia, Florida. No, I got something. Here from Georgia, but I want to bring in something that I found at the bougie gas station in Beverly Hills.
Ooh.
And before I show you what it is, I wanted to shout out at Gordon Shumway TM. Gordon hit me up and he was like, "Hey, this seems like a thing you should know about." And I
Gordon.
said the saddest little thing ever. I was like, "There's one in my fridge already." That's the best.
I love it. You're 2 steps ahead of Gordon.
I didn't mean to I wasn't
I've
trying
already-
to like big dick anybody, but I was like, I do have an incredible amount of stupid energy drinks in my
Yeah.
fridge.
You're like,
Yeah.
I have already fucked up. I don't need assistance in fucking up. I already did.
Yeah, but this one, the fun part with the energy drinks is what the hell is in them, and this one, this is called Be Bad.
Oh, and it's got an extra
Is it
E.
Italian? It looks
It's
like Italy
it is
on
a
there.
product of Italy,
Ooh.
and it is. It's got not just
Be
honey;
bad.
it's also got royal jelly,
some
propolis.
propolis.
We all know what
Yeah.
royal jelly is. That's a
Uh-huh.
euphemism for something else in fucking Italy. Royal jelly. Talk to fucking Fernando about that. That's not an Italian name. I'm just riffing, folks. Don't hate me. Don't cancel.
Yeah, all of Italy is going to come for you, man.
Come on, motherfuckers.
But yeah, this one says powered by honey, and
Ooh,
it
powered.
also, and it also says bad is better.
Yeah.
I love it.
Saying what we're all thinking.
So with this, with all of these things, I just always assume that there's like an evil corporation behind all of this, and this one sounds very fucked up because it sounds like like a company
Yeah.
James Bond would be fighting. The Parodi Group,
Yeah.
Food and Health.
The Metaverate. That's just like Metaverate, the Mike Myers thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
So they're, but it's made in Italy, and I did look up the Parodi Group, and apparently they just make honey. That's all they do.
Whoa.
love
So
this.
I was like sitting there judging. I was like, oh, some of these fucking Europeans, I bet they're like building missiles and shit or doing, doing something crazy. Apparently, it's all honey.
Yeah. Well, their hands were so sticky. They were like, we're going to do something with all this honey.
What am I going to do? Honey.
Maybe we could parlay this
with all this honey on my hand.
Yeah.
Mama, I got honey coming through the walls.
That's right. Yeah, it was Mario popped there. Like, being bad is better.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But
being bad is better.
And you know that's European because it's a little tiny can.
Yeah,
this is actually
where they're like, please be responsible.
It looks like a Fast and the Furious movie.
No, it does look like it looks like Torque. That movie Torque. It looks like some it looks like some rip off Fast and the Furious.
That's the movie I'm always talking about.
Was Ice Cube in Torque?
I thought it was it's called Twerk.
No.
The movie's called Twerk and it's got Ice Cube.
Oh,
no.
Ice Cube?
No. It was Tyrese is in Torque.
Tyrese is in Torque. What is? Oh, Ice Cube's in State of the Union too.
He's in something bad.
Definitely Triple X 2.
Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, Triple X 2 State of the Union.
Biker Boys. Who the hell's in Biker Boys?
Biker Boys with a Z.
Tyrese.
I don't know. Yeah? Is that Tyrese? Maybe I'm confusing.
Oh, we're getting them all. The early 2000s. Look,
motorcycle
for the kids out there. 2002. No one knew what was happening.
Ooh,
we were just
being Statham in every movie.
Yeah, cars got a lot of attention, and they're like, "What about bikes?"
Yeah.
They were not that interested. Apparently,
the trade towers were gone, and motorcycles were in.
Ooh, baby, you could flip them up on the one wheel and fucking paint them purple, and everyone was just dancing in the streets. They were just so excited to be alive.
I just love the like I was going to say, it's 8.4 fluid ounces, which in all likelihood is probably the correct amount of energy drink that anyone should consume at any given time. Yeah. So that's how you know it's European, because the American version of this would be like 40 ounces, bitch.
They're a country that literally has a nap time built into their daily schedule.
Is that true?
Yeah, Italy.
What if you're like, I don't want to take a nap? Yeah. What happens is the Mussolini beat you over the head?
You got to be bad and drink a B-bad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to sleep. I'm drinking B-bad. I'm staying up all night drinking B-bad.
Should be, I don't want to go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed. It's bad. Better to be bad.
Stay away.
I think better to be bad is something Son of Sam said. The dog was fucking barking in his ear too. It's better to be bad. It's better to be bad. It's better to be bad. And he was like, fuck it, I'm killing everyone.
All right, let's give this a sample hold. This is everybody's favorite part of the show. Please hold.
Oh, that isn't the fucking taste of Italy right there. That sounded.
And here's everybody's second favorite part. Oh, it is the correct color.
Wow.
It is the color of honey. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I celebrate that. It smells like honey. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I really like that they already had a legitimate business with honey, and we're like, well, we could probably make energy drinks.
Yeah, we could probably talk people into thinking this is energy somehow.
And Rivers, I know you don't know this, but I hate energy drinks, but I love honey.
Oh, well, get ready to vomit either way.
All right. I just want to say, this smells delightful. This smells like I make in the summertime sweet tea, and I put some fresh mint from my garden.
It does really smell like
all right,
fresh
so
mint.
I'm ready to be heartbroken here if this doesn't taste good. All right, here we go. Sample. Oh shit, it's good.
I love it.
Oh shit, it's good.
It's very
It's
good.
actually fucking good. It's kind of like a weird Coke, like an old Coke that someone put some honey in.
Man, yeah, I like that a lot.
Me too.
And
it
now,
does taste like honey.
And now I gotta be honest, I'm suddenly angry that this can isn't bigger.
Yeah, no shit.
Now I'm like, all right,
good.
Fuck you, Europe. Give me a 40-ounce can.
Now you're just fucking keeping the honey to yourself.
You're keeping the shit to yourself. I want to feel my heart.
Bad is better. Bad is better. It's better to be bad.
I want to be aware of my cardiovascular system.
That's right. What's funny is every time I've been on this show, like what we've drank has been like the most horrendous energy drink.
Yeah.
Like the last one made us all feel like really, really weird.
Oh, yeah.
This is like fucking, this is actually good, folks. This is the one time you might purchase this product on the back of this.
Shout out, Viva Italia. Viva Italia.
Italians do everything better, you know? It's just...
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is rare on this show, because usually I just find some ungodly slurry.
Wow.
And this is actually
truly
nice.
A treat for me.
Yeah.
I hate energy drinks.
Yeah.
And this is... delicious.
And it's made with honey. It doesn't even have the high fructose corn syrup or anything like that. It's got some real
good
natural sweetener.
How is this good?
A random amount about propolis too, because
I had to look that up. What the hell is that?
Holly does know about this kind of shit.
No, it's because we went to a coffee shop the other day, and these people were giving away free tote bags full of stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take literally anything that's free. I want it."
Oh yeah.
And so the tote bag says on it, "Gorgeous, gorgeous girls take their propolis."
Okay.
And
everybody's selling propolis to the don't
that's
get
like a
duped
TikTok
women.
meme that they put their product into. It seems like a stretch, but it's just very good for you. We've been taking
what the fuck does it do, though?
Pills.
Do you know what it is, or are we just taking it because it sounds nice? Because I've just been eating this shit without question.
It's like a super nutrient. It's
okay.
Like
it's made by bees. It is like a byproduct.
It's like a byproduct,
of honey.
yeah. But it's like the most concentrated, like best part of it. I don't know. It's like a superfood, very nutrient.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well,
I would let this enter the energy business.
Yeah, it's good for you.
When I was deep in my laboratory last night researching this can, that was the one where I was like, propolis. I bet this is something fucked up. Like I went into this.
You're like, that's taurine.
Yeah,
like, something is fucked.
Totally.
In here, and apparently not.
It's just some regular
propolis and royal jelly are very good.
110 calories.
It tastes fucking. This is the first time I've been like, well, that was delicious, Rivers. Thank you.
For Be Bad.
yeah.
I'm like, thank you, Rivers. Thank you. I needed that.
We're sitting on a throne of money that they gave us.
Holy, yeah, that's right. Everyone got greased with honey. My pockets were full of honey.
I'll be on the podcast, but only if you pay me in Be Bad.
Yeah, that's right. I have $75 worth of honey in my pocket right now. They wouldn't give me real money.
After we're done, I'm going to go into the next room where I have a comb that I sleep in upside down.
Yeah, they just swarm and cover you and you fall asleep.
Just sink back into a wall of honey.
You got rid of your bed and you're just like, no, these bees just cocoon me in and I just take a nap. 8 hours, I'm fine.
I get 30 milligrams of propolis to the brain. Right. I'm ready to snooze, baby.
I wake up, I'm covered in royal jelly, and I'm ready to go.
Gotta watch B-movie every single day.
That's right. Fuck yeah, dude. You're like the Batman.
Stop it.
You're like the Batman. I don't know why now I'm calling him the Batman because they made a movie called that. That now I'm like, that's the official name. I was calling him Batman for 30 years, but it's actually the Batman
He's
now.
the Batman.
I know that was a variation, but now it's the only.
he's Vengeance.
Yeah.
Kept calling him that movie.
I love telling people I am Vengeance all the time when someone's like texting.
My favorite part was, I think at some point Catwoman did say like, come on, Vengeance.
Totally. And then they did turn it back around and tried to they use it as a narrative point, but the first time that he said it, I was like, well, I don't know about that. but I kept it to myself. And then narratively, they wove it back in. So I was like, okay, all right. It's not that shitty. But in the moment being like, what do I think of this Batman? And then it gets quiet and he goes, I am Vengeance. I was going like, well, okay, let's keep it going. Let's see what happens next. But I enjoyed it.
Man, so I wanted to say, shout out to my friend Patrick Cunningham, keeping it real down there in Macon, Georgia. Got me onto, I got to do a show at Grant's Lounge, which is the place where the Allman Brothers played their first few concerts when they were like dirty teenagers and shit. And got to headline a show there. Got to do like 45 minutes. It rocked.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
And I went to the Allman Brothers Museum right before that in Macon. So they have, it was the house that they lived in from, I think it's from 1970 to 73. So basically right, like the last couple of years when Dwayne was alive and then up through Brothers and Sisters, that era. And the house, went through several owners. And then I guess the Allman Brothers bought it back in like 2010 and renovated the whole thing and turned it into this museum. And if you're, obviously if you're an Allman Brothers fan, you got to see it. It's amazing. And I'm a big fan of theirs. But I just wanted to mention the funniest part was they had a whole section because it's my favorite kind of museum where it's just a house full of knickknacks, just a bajillion fucking things in no particular order. And so it's just pure chaos. So it's concert posters, guitar picks, guitars, obviously drums, everything. And they had a whole corner that was just letters that were sent to the band by Jimmy Carter.
Whoa.
Because when he was campaigning for president, the Allman Brothers did a bunch of fundraisers and would play concerts to raise money for Carter's campaign. And so he would write these like thank you letters to the bands. And there's like 40 people in the fucking Allman Brothers.
Like individual or just one catch-all? Like
yes, they were all individual. And I read them all, and it was really funny because there was one, the Allman Brothers, if people don't know, there are two drummers in the Allman Brothers, Butch Trucks and J-Mo. And the letter to J-Mo, all the other letters were, very nice. Obviously, they were like, just Greg, I just wanted to thank you so much for helping with my campaign. We are very optimistic about the primaries coming up, But then there was the letter to J-Mo, the other drummer, and for some reason it had a phrase that was not in any of the other letters. The last line just said, J-Mo, I will need your advice and active support.
Oh, wow.
He was like directly to you.
Yeah, all the others were just like, thank you so much for playing a show.
I'll need you in my corner.
You guys were fantastic. But to the second drummer of the Allman Brothers, he was like, "Yo, I'm going to bring you into my cabinet."
2 p.m. on Sunday, we have to talk. Like, wait, what? Why? What are you guys doing?
Jimmy and J-Mo.
That's
dream
right.
team right there.
I love it.
And I am now obsessed with the idea of Jimmy Carter like facing down like the oil embargo or something and be like, "Give me J-Mo. I need to talk to the
on the line.
I need to be advised.
I need to talk to the drummer, one of the drummers of the Allman Brothers band, Stat." And J-Mo's just on the other line, like he's taking, he's eating like a pound of mushrooms and just on Saturn, just
wearing
like, underwear. I don't know, man.
Wearing underwear and fucking rolling his own cigarettes, be like, "Jimmy who? Wait, sure, whatever." Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, you should probably kill him, dude. I don't know. Yeah, kill him.
But yeah, I had a wonderful time in Macon. But the reason I bring it up is I brought a friend back with me from Macon, Georgia. I have a product here out of your review, but I'm going to show it to you in a moment.
Anticipation.
I'm going to tell you the name of it, and I want you to tell me what you think it is.
Okay, cool.
This is a product called Big Fat Hissee Fit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fireworks.
That's a great guess.
Big Fat Hissee Fit. I can hear my mother saying, "Don't throw a big fat hissy fit."
Right, me too. Yeah.
So what are they selling? What's your mom selling?
So I'm trying to decide
what's your mom selling to you as a child?
Her body. No.
Wow. Trump.
Some kind of food product.
Yes, very good. Big Fat Hissee Fit.
Fireworks and food together in one explosive bite.
You're pretty damn close, Seth.
Okay, yeah. I feel like the energy is.
Big Fat Hissee Fit is in fact a fucking
Okay. Yep,
2.5 foot
the way
long,
that came out.
2.5 foot long gummy snake.
Yeah,
Whoa.
It is. You can hold it. It
Some
is-
sad little redneck boy has that wrapped around his little neck
It's
right
got
now.
some weight to it.
It is.
It feels like I'm holding a real snake.
So that is 660 calories.
Whoa.
It is a third of your daily caloric intake.
It cannot taste good.
114 grams of sugar in the Big Fat Hissee Fit.
How long is the fucking thing?
It's 2.5 feet long.
Jesus
The
Christ.
flavor is blue raspberry bite.
Yeah, Z's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Blue raspberry. If I'd never eat a fucking red
know.
raspberry, excuse me, fucking dip it in blue, please. I know
Honest
it tastes like
question.
nothing.
On the label, it says almost 36 inches long. Why not?
Yeah, my
Make
label
it a
says the
full
same
36.
thing. Ain't that right, ladies? Holly is my girlfriend.
well, the reason I think it says almost those are I don't know this for sure, but
it's
it is
so heavy.
It is made in it is a product of China.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps they put it out to metric, and then when it gets to the States, it's like, I don't know, it's about 36 inches.
Totally.
Yeah.
Whoa, a lot of maltose syrup.
It's
A lot of sorbitol. You ever snort sorbitol? Dude, man, Nikki Sixx used to fucking go crazy on sorbitol.
Hissee.
Yeah.
Which I've never truly thought about.
It's so heavy. It's got girth. I'm holding a real snake.
Dense snake.
It's a dense gummy snake. We'll put a picture of that on our Twitter so people can see it at the Goods Pod.
I'm gonna use this to train to wrestle snakes. This thing is accurate. I think you can really
throw it at you like the church.
Yeah.
I just
hell yeah.
I stopped
Snake
at
church.
I stopped at a gas station in the middle of nowhere and just saw that, and I was like, well, I got to get one of those.
That's amazing. I remember I saw Nerds Rope for the first time when I was a kid, and my mom was like, no. Like, you can get Nerds or whatever the fuck you want, but that thing's huge. You don't fucking want that. I'm like, please, it's the form of a string. You can put it over your shoulder or whatever. It seems so great. And I remember I did get it from like a candy like day at school. Somehow I got it and I wasn't supposed to. But I just imagine coming home with this fucking thing and my mom being like, absolutely not. That weighs like this. That's how much I weighed at the time. It is heavy.
Yeah.
Like, that'll kill you.
I've draped it over myself.
Yeah, Holly immediately.
Slave for you.
Yeah,
style.
Holly went straight to the VMAs and put it over her shoulder.
And the smell of sugar is just emanating.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Big Fat Hissee Fit. That's what you smell.
Yeah.
That's what you're smelling.
It's got every bad thing that you could ever dream of
Sorbitol.
in it.
Yeah.
Sorbitol broke up Motley Crue.
I
Palm oil?
see. I just saw that and was thinking like, if you buy that and you have more than one child, what's the situation in the backseat of the van?
It's going to be a big fat hissy fit.
Right, it's going to be.
And that's where the title came
It's going to create way more problems than it solves if the kids are begging for a 2.5 foot long fat ass snake made of gummy.
I mean, it's like a cheeseburger. It's like 8 cheeseburgers linked together or something. It weighs so much that I'm like, who can take a bite of this? Who can take more than 3 bites without being like, I'm disgusting. I want to kill myself.
Dude, my carry-on the way back was I flew too close to the sun.
Full of contraband.
Just added a lot of weight to your suitcase.
Well,
you're going to check this bag.
Lots of contraband.
It wasn't just that. So I fly Spirit Air, and Spirit Air is you know, it is what it is. But if you can get a backpack through there and just fill it with as much shit as you can, and so I flew back with I think 7 frozen Kaneka sausages, 5 bags of Jim and Nick's biscuit mix,
nice,
and then the big fat hissy fit.
Yeah, of course. On top for fun.
And I've been flying with sausages for a couple of years now, you know, and I've never been pulled out a line. And I watched my backpack come through, and you know, like as it's come through the X-ray, it's got the little side X-ray when they decide to pull it, and I'm like, here we go, and then that side conveyor turned on, it went zzz, and went out of line. I was like, fuck, because I'd already packed it to the point where I was like, it's going to take forever to repack. And the guy going through it, he was like, what you got in here, man? And I was like, I got 6 sausages, and I have a
giant
food. A lot of specifically phallic food.
I have biscuit mix, and
bunch of penis foods.
I have a almost 36-inch gummy snake. And the guy was just like, I just got to check you, man. I just got to check you. I was like, yeah, it's weird. I get it. Like, it's fine.
He's like, I assure you I don't approve, but I'm going to do my job here.
Right. Yeah.
I got to look, but whatever, man.
No, what I think he meant by that, he's like, I got to check it. He's like, I'm looking at the biggest fucking dork on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, this man is of no threat to a single person on the planet Earth.
Yeah, I know this is bullshit here, but
you did put about 90,000 calories worth of food into this bag, so I at least have to look at the freak show that is before me.
That's so great.
They're like, oh, you seem like you're so not a terrorist at this point that you maybe are. Like, maybe you do have a bomb in that sausage.
I was wearing that cowboy hat, too. Yeah, so I just make that clear.
You didn't take it off out of respect for the security man?
No,
you didn't hold it at your chest.
Here's the thing about
pull it off, got another snake under there.
Holly, Seth, here's the thing about the cowboy lifestyle. When you fly, there's nowhere to put the cowboy hat, so you got to put it on your head.
Oh, shit.
And so I was rocking basketball shorts, the cowboy hat, an Andre the Giant t-shirt, and I had sausages and that gummy snake.
That sounds like if somebody said, like, told a child, pick out what I'm going to do today.
That's why the security man was like, I know what this is.
In the bag and wear to the airport.
I need sausages and Andre the Giant t-shirt.
I put that big snake in your bag.
I want the cowboy hat.
Yeah. He's like, hey kid, where's your mom though? And you're like, I'm 30 years old. Like, no, where's your mom for real?
We have to call her.
She clearly purchased this. You don't have a job, right?
This is way too much nitrates to be taking across the state lines.
That's looking awesome. It's so funny too, because like we were talking about this the other day, joking around, because it's so funny. Like in LA, there's people fucking everywhere, so nobody gives a shit what you're dressed like at all. So like in Nashville, when there's like, you know, a third of the people or something, or less than that, probably, that you just see the same people. So if your car looks like shit, or if you look like shit all the time, people eventually go, man, that dude looks like shit all the time. But here, it's like I could just run down the fucking street with whatever, wearing a cowboy hat and a fucking like a Bugs Bunny hoodie with no pants on. Everyone would be like, just don't look at him. You know, you really can let yourself go out here, folks. What I'm saying, people think you come to LA, you got to get it together. No. In fact, bring your worst clothes. You do whatever you want.
I just saw before we started rolling, I went to that they have a new location of the place that we went, the Barbecue and Rice.
Oh yeah,
that Korean.
The place is awesome.
So they have like a little. It used to be a taco stand, and now it's the barbecue and rice stand, and it's like right down the street. So I went to get some barbecue and rice. I parked in the 7-Eleven parking lot and just like ran across the street to get it. And there was a guy in a full like cowboy outfit, and he was listening to Journey on his phone on full blast, and he had just a giant stack of papers, and he was drawing like pictures on them. And I got a little look because one of the papers like fell out and like slid under, and everything in there was like written in Korean. So this guy was not Korean. He was just
he was just
writing on some Korean office detritus, right?
He's like, I don't know what this says.
He's writing.
Important.
He's writing a business memo to all his Korean employees. They're gonna need this in their native language to understand. They're like, sir.
But he's like drawing on this shit, and then like. And I have my earbuds in and I'm, listening to a podcast, but I can hear what's happening. And he just picks up all of his papers and he looks across the street and like there's a Coca-Cola truck loading pallets of like water and Gatorade and stuff into the 7-Eleven where I had parked. And this guy just walks out into traffic and he goes, "This is going to be your last delivery."
Oh.
And starts like making a beeline for these guys unloading pallets. And then it was like so funny because a car pulled up right and like obstructed my view. So I couldn't see what happened. But I just saw all 50 of those papers just fly up in the air. I think he just went over there and threw the papers at this.
I think this man was casting spells.
I love
what you read as Korean was actually like sigils.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he wrote his first novel and he wanted to throw the one copy of it in the face of a delivery driver.
Cowboy wizard is what it sounds like.
Sometimes I write a whole screenplay and then walk across the street and just hit a man in the face with it and then get in my car.
This guy was like, he was old too. He was like probably in his 70s. It looked like.
Always old.
Sucks. So much of that kind of insanity where it's like you either choose to watch it and be like, wow, that was hilarious or crazy or keep my distance, or you're just like, you don't exist, you can't exist because if I engage with you in any slight at all, like even the slightest, you will fucking follow me, bother me, whatever. So you just have people here. Like I was telling her, I got in my car the other day and I dropped something on the ground and there was like a woman rocking right by me and it was like I didn't exist. Like I dropped someone, oh fuck, like whatever. And she was just like, boom. She had no headphones. And she was like, you don't exist, dude, until you know me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like that's how it gets. Sometimes
I've seen Silence of the Lambs. This is how you end up in the van with Buffalo Bob.
So I've learned to just not respect complete strangers. It's great. Thank you, Los Angeles. Thank you for taking away my love for strangers and the benefit of the doubt. Thank you for squashing that forever. I appreciate it.
Wait for them, honey bee. Baby been sweet on me. Then a honey bee. My queen bee. Oh, rock me to my soul. 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 Whoa, whoa.
I spent 3 weeks back at the old home place in Auburn, Alabama, and I just wanted to kind of bring a little flavor of my town to the show. How involved in Facebook are y'all?
Oh, I'm fluent.
Yeah. She speaks
world.
it. Yeah. I look at it absentmindedly a whole bunch, but I don't have any investment in it. And certainly when it comes to like advertising on there or whatever people use it for business wise, I've never been able to figure that out. So ultimately, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, but I use it just like every asshole.
I'm in some groups and they're always.
Oh yeah, she's in groups.
There we go.
Insane.
I never.
There we go.
I should have taken advantage of that.
That's what I use it for, honestly.
You have guided the ship directly where I wanted to go.
That's what it is.
With the sidebar, I did want to say we put together a comedy show at the Coffee Cat with friends of the show, Narado Moore.
Yeah, we love Narado.
Oh,
we
great.
had a fucking awesome time, and this was the first time I ever did a show in Auburn and did not promote it on Facebook at all, except on my personal. Like I put it up on Instagram and that, but every other time I've always just been like, oh, okay, I'll do the thing where you make an event and then you pay the $50 to boost it and all that shit.
Seems pointless always.
And now I didn't do it, and we had the exact same turnout, and I'm never doing it again.
That's all you needed. Yeah, totally did.
Yeah, but to Holly's point, Facebook, it's all about the groups.
Oh, the groups
she loves the groups. She's all the way in on Photoshop groups and all sorts.
I was going to say, I need. All right, what groups? What groups are we in, and what drama they're in? About?
I feel like the Photoshop one is the best one.
Yeah,
but I will start there. It's called Photoshop Requests, and it is where people post photos and they go,
I'm joining this right now.
Oh, I mean,
it is fucking crazy.
Okay, so people will post and be like, hey, like, can you edit out my bridesmaid? I don't, whatever. We're not friends anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no.
But
replace my husband.
And people put like Optimus Prime in its place.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well,
shit.
sometimes. So, okay. So there are like structured rules. one of the rules is like you can tell people that they can troll, which means that they can put Optimus Prime in your wedding photos or whatever. But then some of them, they don't allow trolls. Like a lot of them go like, hey, my 5-year-old died. Can you put wings on him in this family photo?
It's fucking crazy. And then people who think they know what they're doing, who don't actually know how the program works.
Okay, so that's the best part.
And you'll be like, whoa, they think this is Photoshop?
But
it's so nuts.
There are a lot of, this person has passed, can you put wings on them? Ooh. But, which honestly, if business idea here for you, make an app that does that for people, because hundreds of people a day ask for that shit.
But they have no money, probably.
They wouldn't know how to download it.
Is there a way that we can make this app evil and send information directly to Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, that's right.
Can we do that?
Really, though, like, the best part is that nobody in the group knows how to Photoshop.
Wait, so, I have a name for it too, because the new one is new profile pic. This one is last profile pic.
Yeah, this will be your last profile pic. This is your last one.
It's dark. No, but people don't know how to Photoshop, and so they will be like, I fixed it for you, and it is never fixed. And it's so good.
And it goes on forever. Like, people just keep adding to the thread, like 2 months later, and you're like, who thinks they still want this fucking thing?
And people will be like, this is a great job. You killed it. And it's like, did she kill it? It looks like she Photoshopped you into the Teletubbies scene. Like, it is so bad. It's so bad. And, like, they'll have people that post, and they'll be like, hey, can you touch up my hair? Like, I don't like the way I look in this photo. And they will make the person skinny and put makeup on them and be like, you're beautiful now.
Yeah, like filters, like those shitty filters.
They do
like
the Lucille Bluth where their face is no lines, just white.
Totally. And you're like, what?
My favorite one was this family. It was a man and a woman and then a child. And they wanted
their older son.
The older son, yes.
This is fucked. So this is fucked.
So they wanted the other son in the photo with them. So they're like, can you combine these two photos and put us all together as a family? But the two parents looked like Jerry Springer people. Like people that like they were missing a lot of their teeth.
White
the ones
trash.
That they
I'm
had
one of them.
were not doing great.
Yeah.
Just like straight up when you picture like, what does a country ass crackhead look like? It is is that. And so several people Photoshopped it to where they had a closed mouth, so you could not see
her teeth missing. Like, they didn't even ask them to do that. They were all closing her mouth as well to be like, well, if we're gonna do the job,
just no mouth, like the
like a line,
like with the thing that
where it goes away.
What's her face did to the guy in Doctor Strange? What mouth?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is like
and
that.
Some of them put them through the smile filter, so they're smiling with just a whole different set of teeth.
Yeah, they gave him chiclets.
And the other thing is, the oldest son, like, they made him way too big, so he looked like a giant behind them.
Way he fits.
And they're like, "This is perfect." And you're like, "What? His proportions to you?"
My large adult son.
Yeah, like our gigantic son we keep in the barn because it's illegal. They're like, "Come on out, son. We'll take a photo."
Must not see Bartholomew.
He's powder. He's a big powder type character.
Request is my favorite one because it's the worst. I also like. There's a group called That's It. I'm Ink Shaming.
Tattoos.
Yes.
Tattoos.
That's it. I'm ink shaming.
That was really fun. Until people are like arguing, like, this isn't a bad tattoo. It's just you don't like it. And it's always fun to see the things that people are like, I'm going to take time out of my day to make sure they know that I think it's a good shamrock tattoo.
Right.
You just don't like shamrocks, you know? And there's another one that they might kick me out if they hear it.
Yeah, don't drop
I
the
don't
name.
live in Nashville anymore. But there used to be a group called Nashville Girls Group that was a dumpster fire of.
Can you admit that on air? Is that good? Do you know those people personally?
It went through like they're quick to message you and be like, "We'll kick you out of this group right now."
Are you about to get the message?
They get mad.
You're about to get a big fat hissy fit in your inbox.
I have a secret agent who will send me posts from it all the time because it's literally like they'll be like, hey ladies, I just matched with this guy on Tinder and we went on one date, and on the date he told me that he's still married and has 6 kids and that he doesn't have a job but he's hoping to get one soon, and he's been arrested for domestic violence. Do you think I should go out with him again? Or is this
these
a red
seem like
flag?
red flags. What do you guys think? You're like,
like the whole group is like that. Or it'll be like, hey ladies, just asking for advice. Last night I went to the bathroom and I threw up for 6 hours. Should I go to the doctor? And you're like, Yeah, probably.
Hey, ladies.
It's just people looking for electronic validation of things that their subconscious should have just told them outright.
It has nothing to do with gender in the slightest. It's just like, hey, can you tell me where the nearest gas station is?
They'll be like, I need friends. It's so hard to make friends. I'm 22. I like to go out and drink. I like to have brunch. I like to drink wine. I like to party with my friends. And you're like, okay, so you're just a 22-year-old girl.
Right, right. I'm hungry. Should I eat?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're partying as much as you're expressing, you should be meeting people organically.
Ladies, sound off in the comments. Am I hungry? I feel hungry.
I haven't eaten in like 6 hours.
Sound off, ladies.
I'm just trying to pull up the Nashville Girls.
Oh, please.
See if anything's.
I was going to shout out Bad Comedy Flyers.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, buddy. Yeah. If people listening, if you just want a good chuckle, Bad Comedy Flyers, because
that's awesome.
Listen, 2 fonts. That is the limit.
Yeah.
And also people read the English language top to bottom, left to right. And apparently that goes out the fucking window when you're making a flyer announcing a stand-up comedy show.
Yeah.
Because the fonts, there'll be like 30 fonts on one.
Totally.
Logos, fucking, and without fail, the Elvis Presley silver microphone.
Dude, and it's always like fucking pixelated.
Yeah.
Because like they got a shit. They didn't search for like large images. You're like, dude, why? I know it already looks shitty. Why would you pick the low res?
I literally want to buy. I want to buy the Elvis Presley microphone.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just to have comedy shows with it.
Yes.
Just to shock people because it's on so many flyers. Like, hey, here.
Totally.
You actually have to use it the same way, and then you also have to sing, Crying in the Chapel or some shit.
Piano Man or some shit. Yeah. Like we actually remember that Josh Fadum show we did in Nashville. I made the flyer just that microphone in the middle, and I made it purposely look horrible. It was like karaoke party and stand up, and it was like everyone's names were in stars that were like badly centered. Anyways, but like because that is everybody goes, well, I'm putting together a comedy show. I guess I need a microphone on the flyer.
Right. What is comedy? Well, it's a microphone.
There's definitely a microphone there first, and then probably a glittery background of some kind. That definitely always happens at comedy as well. A red glitter is always.
I saw one. It was a guy named Daryl Triplett, and his stage name. He is an active duty Jonesboro, Georgia police officer. Ooh. And he also does stand-up comedy in which he wears a full suit with a black shirt and a black tie.
Yes.
Which, boy, it's like you're trying to look like death incarnate.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And his stage name is Officer Keeping It Real.
I love it.
Of course he's keeping it real.
Oh yeah.
And he had this comedy flyer where he's talking about, and his videos are so bizarre.
Yeah.
Because it's him performing live, quote unquote, in front of a green screen of a red curtain, which I'm like, just get a curtain. It's the same price as a green piece of fabric. You just get a curtain.
It's just fabric.
Yeah. And he is doing the jokes and the laughs are dubbed in, which means he's sitting there alone trying to do the rhythm of stand-up comedy without actually interacting with the crowd. So the laughs are dubbed in, and he doesn't even give himself like huge laughs, which I thought was funny. I was like,
he's being honest about it.
Dude, if you're dubbing them in,
their levels of jokes, that's about a 6.
If I'm gonna participate in that level of deception, awesome. I'm gonna give myself the I ain't scared of you motherfuckers Bernie Mac laughs.
Yeah, I'm the greatest performer of all time laughs.
Yeah, like I'm bigger and blacker. Like give me some real goddamn laughs.
That reminds me of another. I won't say his fucking name, as I don't want him to kill me, because I'm sure he's out of his fucking mind. But there is a dude who made like a fake live Tonight Show. Like, it's me, like this guy you never heard of, and then he's interviewing himself in costume. And he's going, you know me as a woman or whatever. And it comes back to him, and he's like, "Ooh, these girls are real horny, right?" Like it's insanity. And it's like he made numerous episodes, and it's all like he actually rented a studio of some kind. But he also like jacked 4K footage from like the intro of like a football game or something, where it's showing like the city from above and stuff. Like they got helicopter shots, and you're like, he stole this from a fucking.
That's fucking awesome.
But anyway, I'm not gonna say his name, but someone I know sent it to us, and we were like, we stayed up like all night watching them and just crying. It was the funniest shit.
He'll do characters.
Oh, it's so funny.
That are just him.
And it's like in laugh tracks too, like, just put like, let's give ourselves a laugh. And he's also the host as the interviewer. It's like, it's just insane. You're like, dude, even if you were the most talented fucking person who ever lived, the most multi-talented genius, you probably shouldn't do every part of this show, including the editing and like, how are you performing when it's just you in a room going, I killed it.
I got curious about Officer Keeping It Real, so I did punch his name into newspapers.com.
Fun. That's a fun website.
He ran for elected office. I can't remember what. I think it was like state Congress or something in Georgia in 2004. And all of his dirty laundry got out there. And
he wasn't keeping it that real.
He's not keeping it real about the domestic abuse charges that he faced around that time.
Great. There's context to this reel. It was keeping it real, but there's something else going on. You don't know about it.
So anyway, I'm keeping it real. That guy's a fucking piece of shit.
That's fine. This other guy has yet to cross the line, I think. I'm just clicking on his shit and laughing at him while he tries to raise his children, so I feel bad.
Yeah, it was one of those where I was like, oh man, this is funny. And then I'm like, well, he is a cop. I'm going to look him up. I was like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
boom.
Public figure too. It's like, forgive me to stand up. You're a cop. You're fucking, you're ready to be scrutinized. You're out there.
Sure.
Officer Keeping It Real.
Yeah. Do we have any gold in the?
What's going on?
It's a lot of gossip, a lot of lengthy. Like somebody started a thread of red flags with friendships, so then a lot of people are just posting a lot there. But same girl that started that, which is 24 minutes ago, she just
red
asked,
flags. Hold on, red flags with just don't call them.
Yeah, and red flags of friendship are like don't respect. It's like these are the obvious.
You are applying logic. These gals, none of that.
They got nothing but Jerry Springer and.
I found the group helpful and like being like, hey, I just moved here. Like, come to my show or whatever.
Where's the best coffee?
Sure, yes.
Normal things.
And a lot of people post absolutely normal things.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people who are like, I am so lonely. Like, always.
Yeah.
But the same girl that started the red flags for friendships, she 24 minutes ago said, just simply, does anyone know where I can rent an entire castle?
What? Whoa. That's so amazing because I thought the last word was going to be something that was not castle. It was like an entire...
Prior to that, just an hour ago, also said, is there anyone who will come pick up the tadpoles to release them at the lake?
Whoa.
What?
No context.
Whoa.
Not sure.
That's legit insanity.
Get a bucket, lady. What are you talking about?
What did people say to her?
Like tadpoles.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah, they're like, tadpoles on it. Let me check on the castle first. I'll get back.
Also, you know what they say when an animal is in a fledgling stage, you should absolutely upheave its ecosystem in every way.
Yeah, that's right. And release them into the wild.
From the girls' group.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, there's just a lot in there. And it's a lot of like, I mean, I think they have, like, maybe the admins have gotten the note that for a while it was literally just 100% posts that were like, has anybody ever gone on a date with this guy that I just matched with on Bumble? And then all the comments would be like, I went out with that guy. He's a cheater. He sucks.
Yeah,
and then everybody would be like, oh my God, I went out with him for 6 months. He didn't cheat on me. What are you talking about? And they'd be like, I'll DM you, girl. And it's just, it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a lot of drama when I'm like, I don't. Like,
I love it.
Fellow comedian Mary J. Berger.
Oh, shout out to Mary J.
Oh, we love Mary J. Berger. What's up, dog?
She will send posts from the National Girls group that are always good.
Yeah, right. That's how I always get, like, me and Carter, I'll just go through his contact and then just look at the attached photos and I'm like, boom, boom. Here's 6 things we screenshotted and we're like, this is hilarious. Like, total. There's some evil shit in my phone where I'm just like, I'm sorry, I have to say this person's out of their mind. Like, you know, like I just, it's terrible. You know, one of the great things that happens too, I'll say, is that there's a Nashville comedy group that's like a private comedy. If you're a stand-up comedian, you're in the group, or if you tour or something. And every 6 months, some psychopath who just started doing stand-up's like, okay, I'm running a show. It's at a laundromat in the middle of nowhere, and you better, we need 15 minutes on the dot, not a minute over. It needs to be grade A material. We will judge your material. We are doing this to judge your material and find top talent. And you're like, where is this place? You look it up and it's like a fucking chicken tender place.
You must bring 25 people.
Yes, and it's like that. Yeah. And they're like, we film your sets and we submit them to festivals for you. It's like, what festivals? The fried chicken party festival? Like,
it's all like,
what are you talking about?
It'll be people who are like,
so awesome.
I've been in comedy for 6 months.
It's
now,
always
so
like
starting my own show.
They just started. They're like, I'm changing this scene.
It's like
things are wrong here.
It's at Jimbo's Chicken Bowl.
Yeah. Always wear a tie.
It's on top of a mountain.
It's like, what is happening?
It's at the end of the runaway truck ramp at the bottom of a mountain.
And there'll be like 3 psychos or open mic guys that are like, can't wait. This is a great opportunity. And then it's like, no lookalikes otherwise. And you're like, lady, if you can't put 2 and 2 together, everyone in this group is like, you're out of your fucking mind.
I'm looking at one that Mary J had sent me. A girl asking, she goes on quite a long post about how do you find a date around here? You know, how do you meet people these days? And somebody just commented, if I wasn't pregnant, I'd take you out on a real date. I've only been on one real date in my life, and it was a disaster.
Ooh.
Is that the date where perhaps you got pregnant?
The disaster was my pregnancy, so I don't know much about dates. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff where she typed the first sentence and was like, there's more to say. She didn't just let it go.
I gotta let him know. I have been on one,
but it was a disaster.
It ended in, well, you can see. You see the issue.
Yes.
Yeah. I log into Facebook for the marketplace and the groups.
That's true. Marketplace is it. And now I understand that the power is probably in the groups. But I don't care.
Let me suggest a group for you, even though y'all have never, as far as I know, lived in my hometown.
Yeah, no.
Boy, the What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika Facebook page is a fucking mess, and it is it's fantastic. It's such a mess that there is actually a competing page from some guy that got, I guess, banned from there for being too much of an asshole. So now there's What's Happening in Opelika and Auburn, and now there is What's Really Happening in Opelika and Auburn.
The conspiracy theory counterpoint.
Conspiracy one.
Hold on. Behind the closed doors, folks, there's more to say.
The moderators are working for the CIA.
What's really going down?
That's so great.
What they won't tell you.
That's like the best part when people break off from the group.
Oh, yeah.
Or when they announce that they're leaving. They're like, this group is so negative, I cannot be a part of it anymore.
You're like, okay.
You're like, well, just leave.
Yeah, we're
not going to be like, Nancy, stick around.
I mean,
please.
boy, there's the long line of people who have publicly quit comedy on social media is wraps around the damn building, and most of them never actually quit.
Totally.
They wrote a page of being like,
real comedians quit by just slowly they stop going.
Yeah,
then you smoke weed with them and watch TV, and you're like, this is it, I guess.
Well, no, real comedians just fade into the background.
That's what happens.
You see them randomly 5 years later, and they're like, oh, I
100%.
I work for a late night show, and I have 2 kids, and I'm super happy. And you're like, oh, okay.
Great, great for you.
You won.
You vanish into a career.
You'll see people like Uncle Jay, comedy star, being like, I'm quitting. And you're like, I've literally never seen you.
That's fine.
So,
okay.
It's fine.
What impact?
Hope you find happiness.
Yeah, much like when Steve Martin retired from stand-up. It was a real big, like, what's he going to do? And then luckily he picked it back up, found a new way, but
figured it out.
We don't know about Dr. Star, the comedian man, or whatever it's called.
It's comedian
Mr.
at comedy.
Mr. Cufflinks comedy or whatever the fuck.
So I wanted to share that this was posted yesterday at 5:01 p.m. on the What's Happening in Auburn and Opelika Facebook
just got
page.
off work.
What's really happening.
They just got off work at 5.
Well, after this, I believe this person might have to resort to what's really happening.
Okay, I'm invested.
Wrong group.
Okay, so this is a lady I will refer to her from here on out as AJ. All right, so AJ posts 5:01 p.m. yesterday. Need someone to work tomorrow. It could turn into full-time. It could turn into a career. It could turn your whole future around.
Oh, okay.
And keep in mind, every bit of punctuation in all of these is 3 exclamation points.
Of course, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could turn your future around. Please understand that this is an opportunity to earn it. I am not the government. I'm not giving handouts. I'm giving opportunities. I need people with bills to pay, not things to do. So she's literally like, I need the most desperate motherfuckers out there who
Life's
will tolerate
about bill
my
paying.
bullshit.
It's a lot of like Kim Kardashian, get off your ass and fucking work.
This lady's the Kim Kardashian of Auburn.
She's like that's what I was going to say.
She's married to the Kanye West of Auburn. It's very different.
Of Auburn.
Yeah, if you're offended by Kanye West, wait till you meet Auburn's Kanye West.
Wait till you meet AJ.
This guy's really nuts.
It's a lady.
Find out what the opportunity is.
Well, so I wanted to say that's the whole post.
No more.
So she doesn't even.
Wow, no link of any kind or phone number.
No number. There's not what you're doing. Just like
opportunity.
Yeah, are you fucking the most desperate motherfucker in the county? I want you to work for me.
I'm looking for bills to pay. We're talking about numerous children, no husband.
I've got a thumb. I'm gonna need you to get under it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So obviously she posts that. Someone asks for more info, and it turns out that she installs cabinets, and this this particular job only pays $10 an hour to install cabinets.
Not the government.
She's not the government. She's
bills to pay.
Opportunities.
$10 an hour.
So it pays $10 an hour, and so people are kind of like, I see why you might have a problem. That seems like really hard fucking work for $10 an hour. And she says, I'm a legitimate business owner. At this point, I am basically begging folks to work like every other business owner in town.
Dude, pay $10 an hour as well, or
so? First of all, she has basically shown us her belly. She's like, I am desperate, which is like, it's hard to be like a hard edge. Like, I just need people who actually step up and work, but also putty. He's like, she can't have both.
That's right.
It's like going to the kitchen and being like, make me dinner, and they're like, there are no groceries here. Like, you have no food. How am I going to cook this? They're like, you should work. It's like, but you're not paying me anything.
Yeah,
I made $10 an hour babysitting.
Yeah.
Like,
look, that's a pack of cigarettes every hour. You could get like 6 cigarette packs by the time you're done tonight. You don't need to raise these kids. You get 10 packs of cigarettes if you stay long enough.
So she says that thing about being a legitimate business owner, and then somebody says, it's hard to get by in the world on $10 an hour. Which is fucking true.
It's an easy way to just drop that little
I'd also be upset if I had cabinetry and they were like, it was only installed by somebody that was paid $10.
Yeah, you're like, how much did this cost? Like $50. You're like, whoa, is it going to break?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, I'd be like, my cabinets cannot hold plates or cups or food, but they are up.
Covering materials with the, It's like, how are you making your money back exactly?
So responding to what I would say is a fairly mild comment of, it's hard to get by in the world on $10 an hour.
Yeah, pretty nice.
She responds with, you don't know shit about work. You don't know shit about owning a business. I'll fucking move the whole world for my good employees, but I ain't tipping, motherfucker. That wasn't worth my time picking up. You probably got a $2 hour work ethic, but you want to bitch about $10 an hour? Fact of the matter is, for good help, I'll pay $100 a day for them to take the fucking day off so I can enjoy my day.
Wow. Then I'm like, I'll have to do that. I'll take the $100 to sit at home. Yeah.
Are you saying that you're going to give somebody $100 in a day? How long is the work
That's
day?
good, crazy comeback.
This person has become so enraged by a guy being like, hey, that's not a lot of money. And she's just saying some crazy shit.
I love it. That's the right way to respond. Like, well, then we're talking about numbers. Well, then let's add some more and let's pick different days. Like, I got more
to bring math.
I got more shit. I got more shit to throw back at you, asshole.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, I think she's saying, like, I would rather pay $100 a day to not have workers than to have shitty workers.
Yeah, which you wouldn't do that.
Which is like, that's also a bad way to do business.
Yeah, there's no insult involved with that either. You're just like, I'd give away more for less.
Well, and also, I do have a bit of trouble believing that it could turn into a career.
Who knows?
This turns into one unpleasant afternoon with a psychotic person.
I also feel, that you
turn your future around.
It'll at least cost you lunch. You'll have to pay to eat your own lunch. You'll have to pay for your transportation to get there.
Yeah, the lunch is at least $10.
There's no way.
That's you're not getting not really technically getting paid for that lunch hour.
You're getting wood chips in your lungs.
I'd like to look up AJ on the Better Business Bureau because something tells me she's not a legitimate.
You'll find her on Facebook at the Auburn. What's happening? Auburn page.
So she writes that crazy rant. More people push back. Obviously,
sure. Why not?
Someone points out that she didn't include a phone number on the original post, and she says, I really don't care. Most folks in this town know me. This isn't my first. This is the whole
Wild West shit.
And this is the whole ball game right here. This isn't my first, second, or 10th post trying to hire people. If they want to work, they will message me. So this is like her she's so unpleasant. She has posted on here so many times.
Yeah.
Like that.
And never gotten results.
Right.
And this is the 11th time or more.
It's like that old thing. It's like if you in the course of your day meet an asshole, you met an asshole. If everyone you meet during the day is an asshole, you're the asshole.
Absolutely. The problem is probably with you.
Yeah.
But it's the same type of person that will then be like, nobody wants to work. Nobody has any work ethic these days.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, no, people just want to make a living way.
Well,
you know, it's a crazy concept, but it's, people want to be able to. buy literally anything.
She's living in the fucking Pony Express days. She's like, they know me around here. Like, which $10 an hour, I live around the corner. You're like, there's a lot of city built around you. You know,
I am addicted to an energy drink called Be Bad. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
It costs me $3 a can. I'm gonna need more than.
And I'm happy to do the work.
Yeah, I would do
when I'm on Be Bad. I'll
get my Be Bad. But this is not enough.
I will pay you $100 a day to leave me in my honeycomb.
Yeah.
That's right. $100 a day
and at least $18 an hour.
I pay $100 a day, sit around, eat Doritos. I'm gonna watch it and drink root beer. I would pay $375 a week to do that. Well, I guess I'm confused by the numbers, but I'll walk away. I give up. You're right. You're probably right.
So
that's a good one.
So more. We're not even done yet. So more people. More people start to be like, "Hey, you seem insane. Hey, you should probably delete this and try again." You know, if you're really trying to get people to work, this is not a good way to do it.
Different approach.
Yeah, and she says, I need help with cabinet installs, and I'm not going to delete this post. Quite frankly, if your soft ass can't handle a Facebook post, you can't work for me. I copied this post from my own personal page, and if you want to work, private message me. If you want to fucking whine about how my post hurt your poor whittle feelings, all I can say is cry on the inside like a winner. I ain't your fucking mama. I ain't wiping your ass or drying your tears. I'm hiring cabinet installers. You don't like this. You don't like this hostile work post. Don't fucking apply. You want to learn to be a carpenter? Well, here's your opportunity. Like I said, I'm giving opportunities. I'm not babysitting feelings.
That's so sad.
I can't wait for her to just be like,
got nothing.
Jesus was a carpenter for free, and he was the son of God.
Yeah.
So
she's in Auburn just doing nothing. Just believing she's changing the world.
In defense of my hometown, I want to say she is actually she's not in Auburn. She is in one of the far-flung hinterlands.
Auburn, you're cool. Don't let her in.
Of Lee County.
Don't let her in.
I say that with full disclosure. I'm from Mississippi. There's I got no qualms about.
No, I wanted to point that out, and also I forgot to mention that when she was like, everyone around here knows me. A bunch of people from the small town that she's in is like, we don't know you at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you?
Yeah, we don't.
I've lived here my whole life.
I don't want to anymore.
Right.
We don't. Every single person does not know you in this town. We have the internet, dude. I might have seen you, but I don't remember.
So after that long crazy thing, someone points out that she is not being very professional, which sets her off again.
She did call her own work post hostile, so she at least knows where she's coming from.
Believe it or not, she got mad when someone said that. She says, "Fuck being professional. Do you know how many unprofessional folks I gave opportunities to? I'm weeding out the fucking weak at this point. I don't want sorry people. I want hard workers. And the fact of the matter is, for every whiny ass bitch complaining about my hiring post is a business owner feeling the same way. I'm not going to keep wasting my time on one-day employees. I'm only want good ones." So everyone who got their feelings hurt need not apply. Everyone who lays out on Monday because they got a little jingle need not apply. Which
jingle money.
I think that's money.
Yeah, this lady is walking up and down the cobblestone streets of early United Kingdom.
Yeah.
This is like Jack the Ripper.
I ain't hiring the Medicis over here. Jingle jangling.
I heard a little jingle jangling coming out of the.
Good Lord.
Everyone who whines because life deals them lemons need not apply. Like I said, I'm giving opportunities, not handouts. If your feelings are stronger than your work ethic, apply at McDonald's.
It's always back to
at McDonald's is about $15 an hour,
and it's fucking hard. I mean, not to say that cabinetry is not hard. McDonald's is also a hard fucking job.
McDonald's is hard, and your managers are trained and they will be professional. And if they're not professional, then there's a system in which to address that.
Right. If someone is
there's another Facebook group to deal with
yelling at me about lick my ass while I'm installing cabinets, I'm gonna be who do I turn to?
My favorite line in the whole thing is she goes, "Everyone who whines because life deals them lemons need not apply. This lady cannot hire people. Life has dealt her a lemon."
Yeah.
And she is whining. Yes.
Yeah.
That
she's drinking some.
Like
That's right. She probably really connects with that song.
It's exactly that. I'm like, you have just written a spectacular essay that is literally like, I can't hire anybody.
I know.
And she's the one dealing the lemon there.
Oh, right,
she's
right.
like, here you go. The lemon is that it doesn't pay much.
Right. She's both giving and receiving lemons in both.
Yes, and the only other job opportunity in her mind is McDonald's. There is no other job for anyone.
It's a lemon eating itself, actually.
Yeah,
it's here or McDonald's. Make a decision. I might go to college. No. McDonald's or me. This is where we live. Everyone knows me.
So I read all that, and curiosity, I know what it did to the cat, but I couldn't help it. I clicked.
Save the cat.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm saying
regular Blake Snyder. Yeah, that's the lamest Los Angeles joke. This guy's a regular Blake Snyder. Anyone know what that means?
But yeah, I clicked on the profile and scrolled back, and first of all, this business of cabinet installing seems to have only been around for like a year.
Of course,
as best I can tell. So she's really had a problem hiring folks because it's
to
not.
Me, it sounds like I don't know if you've ever perused the brilliant Southern store of Dirt Cheap.
Oh, yes.
Sounds like she perhaps went to a Dirt Cheap, found some cabinets, and has just been installing them.
Looking for workers.
Homes.
Yeah, it costs them 35 cents. She expects $10. Not that bad.
Dirt Cheap is a salvage store in which you can find things like large cabinetry or food or anything you could dream of.
But 1 gallon can of spicy chili that has a dent and is leaking rust.
It's all broken. But sometimes you can find 3 of the same and piece it together as one.
Yeah, there we go. Just paint it all.
Yeah.
Put new doors on it, you're good. But
get a cut installer for $10.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Do it now.
Yeah.
But I couldn't help myself. Clicked on the personal profile and boy, it was the full checklist. Confederate flag.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course. That was implied.
Racist stuff. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
COVID misinformation. Yes.
Of course.
Trump didn't lose the election.
Yep.
And lots of QAnon Save the Children stuff too.
Jesus
I was like, God, you're a cartoon. You are
and
a
she
fucking
believes
cartoon.
she's doing the American dream. Like, I'm the one who's really living the American dream. We work hard for our money here. You have no money to give anyone or the fucking government. Like,
And I just do not believe that this woman has a W-2 like
no fucking way. No,
business.
This is
as much as she can scream it in all caps. I just don't think.
Yeah.
Totally.
I just can't see her being a tax paying, which is the irony of the whole thing.
Yeah,
is that she says she's not the government. You know,
I think everyone was like, she's the government.
Yeah.
We're like, is this woman with the government?
Don't talk to her. That's the government, dude.
She is probably slightly more progressive than the government of Alabama.
Yeah, no shit. Just a little bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
She liked Mamas and the Papas. They opened up her eyes when she was a kid.
Right.
Something made her learn about love.
Yeah. So that's the news from Lee County, East Alabama.
Glad to be out of the South. I love you guys, though.
It was good to be
Big
back.
fan.
But that was what I was perusing while down there. And
I love it.
I got a chance to speak to my friend Warren Tidwell, who is a left progressive community organizer down there. One of the coolest dudes ever. We talked for almost 2 hours on our Patreon. I think I'm actually going to unlock it later this week so everybody can hear it because Warren's the fucking best. But awesome. It was the proudest moment of the whole thing. Is like I brought up this Facebook group and Warren was like, buddy, your contributions to that group have been some of my favorite things because I just get up in there. I don't try to fight with anyone. I just I like, for instance, with this one where she's like, I've posted this a million times and no one wants to work. And I just quoted that and wrote, why?
Just a simple statement.
It's crazy that's
look into your soul. Ask yourself.
I like to comment like a gif of somebody like eating popcorn, just waiting for shit to happen.
There we go.
I like to pretend I never saw it and then I tell everyone about it.
Yeah. Well,
the American way.
The majority, yeah.
The American way. Facebook's America. It's here.
So we do a little segment called Top 3. We have reached out to our listeners and the Goods from the Woods Studiverse over at the Goods Pod on Twitter. So these are top 3 lists of just any topic. And I figure we've got a documentary filmmaker here and a regular brand filmmaker as well.
Yeah. I do it all, baby.
So I wanted to shout out for this one, at Oarfish Fever, top 3 documentaries.
Oh, well, easy. First one, American Movie is the fucking best thing.
That's my first as well.
Yeah.
So good that there are so many great documentaries. Obviously, Errol Morris is genius, and there's a lot of great things.
Let's talk about American Movie.
But American Movie is untouchable.
Yeah.
You can't write that shit.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Our friends Luke and Monica did and me as well have a side podcast that comes back to life about once a year called "What Did You Learn?" And the first episode I was on was talking at length about American Movie.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
it was the first movie that we watched.
Yeah, we did, because it's a movie that I think everybody can get, and if you, it doesn't matter if you like film or if you're from that region. That guy is so compelling to listen to speak. Period.
Yeah, I tried to buy his wine before.
Wait, who has the wine?
The Coven
and
wine.
Not Mike.
The other guy.
Mark. Yeah, Mark. The main
Borchardt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has like a wine company. That's right. We looked at it, and they're on the label or some shit. They like have like a drawing of the two of them on the label.
It says Coven. Yeah, it's
Coven wine, of course. Coven.
It's pronounced Coven.
And that one
Coven sounds like oven, man.
The best. Okay, well, for people who don't know, it's a documentary about an independent filmmaker who is like, I would say, got his heart in the right place, but maybe doesn't have the skill set or the money or the time to make something of value. I think he really does have a filmmaker's eye.
That's what I came away with.
He's just sort of unstable.
Well, I always said with those two, because it's these two guys.
Yeah.
Mark is the filmmaker, Mike is the musician, and they have this like perfect kind of symbiotic relationship because Mark has a shitload of ambition and a modicum of talent, and Mike as a musician has an immense amount of talent and zero ambition.
No, he did all the drugs way early.
So they feed off of each other in a way that is like
incredible.
Oh man, when he
it's so dynamic.
It's a great partnership.
Yeah.
There's a part
where he wins the lottery.
He wins like a lottery ticket. Like
and see, Mark is always trying to fund his movies in these fucked up ways. So he's like borrowing money for his mother and his ex-wife and shit. So he comes to his house and he's like acting real weird.
He's gonna ask me for the money.
And they like interview him and he's outside and he's like, I don't want to tell Mark I won any money.
Yeah, because he's gonna try to borrow it from me.
Yeah, and then Mark's like drunk as fuck, be like, "What's up with you, man? You're fucking beautiful, man. You're smiling real big, man. What do you know that I don't?"
I'll never forget it. He's like kind of like he's kind of like touching him on the shoulder and he goes, "You look happy as hell, Jack."
Yeah, and he's like, "I am. It's nice to be here." He's like so scared it's gonna come out.
You look happier than hell, Jack. Yeah, so do you. Well, I ought to be, man. What do you know that we don't? Well, I won $50 on a lottery ticket today. But I don't want them guys to know, because otherwise they'll want to borrow money from me.
But yeah, their dynamics are really, really like dynamic duo. There's no one else like that. Those two guys together, and
well, with that one, I always say the same thing with American Movie. I'm like, if it was written, it would be one of the greatest comedies ever written.
Yeah.
But it's fucking real.
Oh my god!
And you watch it, and it is also it goes to my deepest insecurity, which is like, am I Mark? Am I
everybody?
Am I all ambition to know? Because you're right. He does an objectively great. Like he would make an incredible, probably cinematographer
and a producer, maybe help someone guide a project.
But at least the films that you see there, the writing and the acting is not all there. But he does set up some like gorgeous shots.
Yeah.
So you're like, he's got something.
Passion's a big part of it too. He's got passion.
But does he have something? But he thinks he has everything.
Bingo.
And that's the difference.
Bingo.
Like, he does have a lot of talent, but he thinks he's got the most talent.
Yeah.
Well, he pitches it like he's a salesman, and then you need that kind of guy. Period for any sort of production. Period. So he could be this Spike Lee hustler guy, like selling socks on the sidewalk to get money to make She's Gotta Have It. And he stars and She's Gotta Have It. They knocked it out. It's all black and white. They shot it really quick, and then they sold it to Sundance, and then he got a bigger movie afterwards. Like he kind of thinks that maybe what will happen, but the problem is Spike Lee's a fucking brilliant filmmaker who was born to make movies and born to have a voice in the history of art and stuff. And this guy may very well, had he maybe moved himself to a different city or maybe stopped drinking alcohol, as you watch the film, it becomes very clear that he's got a serious drinking problem.
Well, and it's funny too, because Mike Shank is a recovering alcoholic, and they keep interviewing about him, and every one of his stories, he's like, "Oh, so we was drinking vodka, and I wanted to do the acid in the hospital." Like he's just so matter of factly talking about like the harshest possible reality of substance abuse,
like a little kid.
And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fucking movie.
So good. And in some ways, their dynamic is like Bart Simpson and Millhouse. Millhouse was like shell shocked.
Like Silent Bob.
Yeah, it's the same thing. That's what I mean.
Had a baby.
That's what it is. When you're making a doc like finding like, okay, so the docs I've made are sort of retrospective. So like I made a movie about this band Silkworm. So the band was already over. So I was like looking back at the band with some indie rock people like Stephen Malmus and Steve Albini and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then Chris Crofton, who you guys know.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. So Chris.
Fan favorite.
That movie's like half that and then half like Fly on the Wall, I'm with him, like American Movie or something.
Yeah.
And, but like, so that style of movie, to hang a whole fucking movie on let's hope this is compelling enough and we get enough to every film has 3-act structure.
Yeah.
So if you don't have enough shit, you can't just make a movie and it just doesn't make sense. Like you have to get enough stuff. And like, obviously I think they met him and were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Let's spend time with this guy. But what they get in it is so brilliant that if you wrote this shit, I mean, you'd be Paul Thomas Anderson or Martin Scorsese, or you'd be some brilliant dude that people would be like, of course you wrote this perfect, interesting, unique movie. Let's make it. Like, and then, it's amazing they found that shit.
And we didn't even mention Uncle Bill.
Oh.
So throughout the movie,
the best.
You have this like nihilistic specter of death who is slowly dying.
The oldest man I've ever seen.
Well, but the crazy thing is at the beginning of the movie, he's like pretty, he's not like super spry. He's still an old guy.
Yeah, he's a little there.
But like... Man, as that movie goes along, and by the end, he's got just like his face is so sunken in, and he literally is sitting there, just like sitting on the stoop with his arms folded. He looks like Ian MacKaye on the cover of the fucking Minor Threat album. Literally, like he's in that pose, and he's just like, I don't believe in nothing. And you're like, dear God, this movie,
it's intense.
Yeah,
and also I always say out of context it's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
You have something
There's something to live for. Jesus told me so. I say that all the fucking time. And I always take my time like that because it's so funny. So you're like, what are you doing?
What's happening?
It's something to live for. You're like, oh, Jesus.
Man.
Anyways, that thing is so untouchable that
I'm so proud that I've got an actual documentary director here.
That's
and
the shit.
We've both got it written down. That's my number one.
You can't make that shit up. Another movie you can't make up, which is a little bit manipulated, unfortunately, but I still think they do a pretty honest job, is Fistful of Quarters, King of Kong.
Oh, King of Kong. Yeah, I was going to say.
So funny. Right? That's my number 3.
Because how could it not be in the top 3? It's too fucking good. So good. The reason why full disclosures, I've Googled this stuff and read a lot about the movie. They do like repurpose some footage sometimes to make things like, oh, he's on the phone when that's not really what's happening. But that's okay because to me, like I said, all movies have 3-act structure. You have no fucking choice. You have to do it to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So they're using those things as support beams for their narrative, but it's not a direct lie.
You know who makes up for any
So just before I kiss their ass, just to be clear.
Is the best friend.
What?
The
best friend in that is like,
movie.
he's like every dickhead you
Really
knew
the
in high
best.
school who still stuck around. He just like chain smoking cigarettes, but like, don't let him talk to you like that, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. He's like,
who is this guy?
Till the fucking end.
And they clearly shot him like 3 times. So like one time it's like a little bit more formal. Then one time he's just clearly in his apartment just smoking cigarettes. And he's just a dick. And you're like, who is this guy?
Such a character.
And he's like, yeah, man, he's fucking Steve, dude. He's fucking the best of this shit. He's fucking idiots. Like, it's like, who is this guy?
And that movie also has, so you've got Steve's friend and then Billy Mitchell, the champion, like the ultimate
lawyer
bad guy. He's literally got the mullet and the perfectly groomed Riker fucking beard.
Can't make that guy up either. And if you did, you'd be like, that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like tone it down.
You'd be like, Will Ferrell, bring it down a little. That's too crazy.
It's
but
too much.
He's got his like little like thugs like that go around for him. His
collect
goons.
Information about fucking video game tournaments so he can sit around and fuck his trophy wife and look at his barbecue sauce. He doesn't do anything. The whole movie just sitting in his office being like, it's hard to be a winner. He's doing literally nothing.
Doing nothing.
It's incredible. And his wife's like, you're so crazy, Billy. And he's like, oh, thank you. It's insanity.
What's it in the similar vein? The first look, Errol Morris.
Oh, you talk first person.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
That's the fucking best thing ever.
Not a
I forgot.
Movie,
because that's a TV show.
It's a TV show, but
it's Errol Morris's TV show, First Person, and
first person.
Yeah. And there's one about this guy, Rick Rosner, who is
oh my god,
fucking
Rosner
amazing. And if he's listening, I got love for him.
Oh man,
I'm not being mean. He's
I haven't
great.
seen this.
You've got to
tell me about Rick Rosner.
You've got to see it. Her parents. She showed it to her parents. Even it's so great.
It's so good. He is like a eccentric he's like a genius, but he's also insane.
Well, it's important to note, when he was young, he took an IQ test and they gave him the wrong numbers. So he thought that he should be stupid for the rest of his life. So he purposely became a nude model for no reason. Like, he's out of it. Like, he purposely tried to be stupid for 20 years.
And he was like, I'm just going to be dumb. And then he was like, no, you know what? I am a genius. I'm going to go back to high school. And I'm going to do that 12 more times.
He goes back, yes, and fakes his high school records, goes back, and he was like, my 5 o'clock, like, my hair would start coming in, I have to get off the bus early and walk home.
And he would be like,
and he was like, I never did it for sex or anything. Like, I didn't fuck anybody. It wasn't like that.
Girls, but then we would have to break up because it got weird.
Well, yeah.
And his whole thing's like senior year. I mean, everybody wants senior year forever, so I just made senior year happen over and over again.
If you've ever seen Never Been Kissed, it's like that, but with an insane man.
I was going to say, it's Billy Madison.
It's Billy Madison. It's like...
But the through line is important, is that they use a through line to carry the whole thing, is that he was on one of the first episodes of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yes. And he is brilliant. This guy has an incredible IQ, right?
He is
a genius. He is a genius, but he got the wrong numbers. So he basically acted like a fucking idiot for 35 years before he got the right numbers. So he's like, wait, I'm a genius. So he's crazy. But he's also like, he's so open that he like talks about like, oh, like I was eating dog food because I thought there's protein in here, and then I would shit my pants all day long, and I'd have to
protein. I don't have to cook it or do anything with it.
And he thought,
he just ate dog
but he
food.
thought that like he didn't check it out. So then he was wearing like fucking
diapers.
He's wearing like stockings and diapers and just shitting his pants all day long. And he's like, and I'm so fucked up, like on medication or something because of the hemorrhoids or something, that he was like, I can't even tell that I'm shitting my pants. So I'm just walking around shitting my pants in high school for the 4th year in a row.
Like a bird.
Yeah, and he was a male stripper for no reason. He went to prom with a girl and asked her to wait outside, and then went inside and stripped, and then came back out at a private party. He's nuts.
Wait, he stripped at a high school prom?
It was like at a party for adults. Like he said, "Oh, give me a minute," and then he went and did that, made some money, and got back in the car and went to prom. He's like, it was never about sex. Like, there's proof. But
and he's married with children now.
Yeah, but Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? This is what's important. So he is on the first episode or the second episode of the show. It's very early in the show.
Yeah, one of the first.
And he worked his ass off to get it. And basically they did a fastest finger, and he got it like a millisecond. Well, it was on the same second as another guy, but the other guy the guy went before him and already kind of looked like him. So that he was like, they're not going to pick me because I don't look like the guy. So he did a tiebreaker and he lost tiebreaker. Blah, blah, blah. He eventually gets back on the show. They asked him this question that he knows the accurate answer to, and it's not one of the 4 choices. So he's like, this is wrong. So basically, he just lost Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then he freaked out and wrote them 10 million letters and never stopped going, this is a flawed question, this is a flawed question. Whoa. So that's the through line. And then they're telling you his backstory.
After he lost fastest finger, he trained like maniacally to get back on it.
Yeah.
And so,
like taped a calculator to his car steering wheel.
Pressured them doing it all day long. Until he finally got it.
It's so good.
And then he gets on, and it's the way that they phrase the question. They use like
they say, what's the highest? It's like, but the highest answer isn't on there. So they're like, of these 4, then it should be worded different. That's his complaint.
Sure. And so he says like, you phrased it incorrectly. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And then spends the rest of his life trying to convince them
it's crazy.
to let him do it again, that it's a flaw. He like tries to sue that. I mean, there's so much.
Well, he writes a million letters and they keep being like, dude, cut it the fuck out, and he will not stop. But he's a great guy. Good. I follow him on Twitter. Like, I have love for this man. Like, he's a good person. That's why you watch it and you go, he's being sort of nuts, but his heart was always in the right place. He's just sort of a goofy nut job. Okay. And he comes off like and I think the episode's called like 1 in a million trillion, and it's on YouTube. If you just type in
out the odds of that question being phrased that way.
Well, yeah, 1 in a million trillion. The question would be worded that way.
Okay.
It's so good. That's so funny. I forgot about that because that's TV, I guess.
Well, and
but Errol Morris.
Tabloid from Errol Morris is also so good.
Errol Morris is every fucking.
He's fast, cheap, and out of control.
Oh yeah,
Vernon, Florida.
He's top tier. I mean, no one. Really he's the best. He's Martin Scorsese of fucking documentaries. You can't touch that guy.
So good. He shot a lot of the Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos. He shot a lot of her videos, and so they use a lot of that.
She hired him to do that, which is so funny. It's like, you want the guy
who gets into your psyche and fucking come on.
to when you're fully lying.
Yeah, it's like you want to be caught.
So ballsy.
And ironic distances in all of his movies to a certain degree. You're like, you want a guy who's not really going to take you seriously and ask you a ton of personal questions and not leave until you give him everything.
Yeah,
you're asking the wrong guy.
Hire the guy who made the Justin Bieber.
Totally. Yeah. Get a magazine. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so if that's the second one, or what did we say?
So I don't know if that's a movie, but
we'll count that.
Yeah.
Errol Morris writ large. Yeah.
Because there's one more I want to mention that I think not a lot of people know about that. I think is fucking
okay.
Oh, I want to mention 2 documentaries. Sorry,
I've got a lot of honorable mentions.
Okay, I don't want to blow through. I don't want to talk too much. I'll be really quick. So these are the 2 movies. So one of them is called 80 Blocks from Tiffany's. You ever seen this?
No.
You gotta see that.
So this is about New York. Did we? Oh, yeah. Over at Josh and Akali's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, anyway, so this is something I saw on VHS. It was only available on VHS for a very, very long time. It was directed by a guy who was one of the early SNL directors. And it is a doc. It's basically The Wire before The Wire existed.
Okay.
And it's basically they went to this neighborhood that's 80 blocks from Tiffany's. That's the funny title. And then they're following around a cop. And they're following around some kids that live in the neighborhood, and then like a woman who runs a co-op event center kind of place where people can hang out. Well, rec room,
like a
rec
community center.
Yeah, rec center. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So she's in there, and then they're popping between all these interviews, and then some sort of fly on the wall type stuff. But it much like The Wire. Every single person in it is like an amazing character. Yeah. And every word out of their mouth, they're like, what is up with that fucking guy? And you're like, whoa, I hope he shows back up. Like, there's one guy named Fly who's like, yeah, I seen dynamite on the street. I seen Wile E. Coyote type shit on the street, man.
I've seen 357s. I've seen 12 gauge shotguns. I've seen 12 gauge pumps, 8 shooters. I've seen 45 military special with clip on the street. I seen fucking Thompsons, damn Thompson. I seen it. Them shit, man. I've seen hand grenades. I've seen beer can bazookas made. The damn things hit you just as getting hit with a gun. I've seen 22 zip guns. I've seen 38 zip guns. I'll tell you. This is about things that you think you never see on the street. I've seen dynamite on the street. I've seen all of this. And you'd be surprised, man. Pretty soon they're going to steal the damn atom bomb.
And then the whole movie, there's other scenes where he gets into arguments with this guy and he's like, I can't fight today because I got to go to my mom's house. I have to. And you're like, you can't write it. And it's so brilliantly.
People understood how they were being filmed. Like now, I think if you make any kind of documentary,
it's like 16 millimeter or something.
You have such an idea of what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But back then, they're just like, it's
so real. And the cop's got a big ass mustache, is like, hey, some of these kids are fucking nice, I guess. But you you couldn't make more of a, if you wrote it, I'd be like, man, it's a little on the nose. Yeah. It's so fucking great. And it's an hour long, and it got re-released on DVD in a remastered version, 6-7 years ago, and I bought it. And I've seen it 1,000 times. It's so good. So I would strongly recommend, if anybody is interested, it's 50 minutes long. I bet it's on fucking YouTube even. Yeah. But it is, man, every moment. American Movie, King Kong. These are movies that there's never a dull moment. Same with this movie.
Okay, all right.
And then the other one I want to mention, which is really quick, is Small Town Ecstasy, which is probably really hard to find.
Ooh,
this was an HBO, one of those fucking
Crime
America Undercover.
Yeah.
It was either titties or it was a guy on fucking Ecstasy.
Yeah.
So I saw, unfortunately, the guy on Ecstasy. I was looking for titties. But I saw this doc when I was a kid. So what it is this, it starts out at this rave, and they're talking to these kids at raves, and they're like, these documentary filmmakers set out to give a clear picture of, rave culture or whatever, and ecstasy use and blah, 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 in this date. And then it cuts this guy, and he's like, hell yeah, man, we're trying to flip it, man. We're trying to, and he's like 40 something years old. And they're like, we met this guy, and he was there with his son, bonding with him by doing ecstasy. Yes. And he's like, oh, it's totally cool. Like, nah, man, I take care of him. I'm still his dad. And so they were like, well, we decided to hang out with them and make a movie about these guys instead. And he is literally, he was a pastor's son. As soon as he got divorced, and his ex-wife is just so sad, being like, he's not the person I knew. And drugs are taking over his life. And then it cuts him with a visor on backwards and big khaki pants. And he's dude, we going around tonight or what? And you're like,
fun dad got too fun.
Dude. And there's an incredible scene where the middle son pulls him in a room and goes, did you give our youngest son ecstasy? And he's like, I just left it on the table. I didn't do anything. And he's like, are you fucking serious right now? And it is role reversal. And it's like, if I wrote it, it would be too much.
Yeah.
They're shooting him in a closet, telling him, dude, your son who's like 10 is about to be fucked for the rest of the night. So I'm not doing drugs anymore. And you shouldn't either, dumbass. And we have to now watch a kid.
Scott, I need to let you know that I'm aware of the fact that you have taken both our minor children to raise. Right, minor children. I mean, she has to throw that in there. So to give you an idea, it's like she's trying to make this like an official document of some sort. Scott, I'm concerned about our children. I'm concerned about your behavior while they are under your care. I know that you are drinking and that you take ecstasy. Until I feel that I can trust you where this is concerned, I want to continually be informed where the children are at all times. Sherry. Isn't that wonderful?
But it is beautiful because it isn't exploitative. Again, it's a loving lens, and this guy's really got a good heart. He's just a fuck up.
Yeah.
And it is wonderful. And that, I assume, is on YouTube somewhere. Okay. I have a legally downloaded copy of it. I tracked down like 15 years ago. But
reminds me of
it's so good.
It reminds me of my favorite Onion headline, which is local man hits all-time low, buys ecstasy from nephew.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. A whole movie that's that. Whole movie it's so fucking good. It's so good. And there's he comes home and the cops are in his driveway and he's like, are they going to arrest me? And the documentary guy's like, I ain't saying shit. He's just holding the camera being like, let's find out. It's like, yes, you are going to get arrested.
What do you got?
Well, I don't think it's a great documentary. And Seth makes fun of me for it.
In a nice, loving, I love you way.
Yeah. But when we watched the movie, what's it called? Man on Wire?
Yeah, which is great.
Great movie.
Fucking great.
So I, like, that movie changed
inspired
my whole
Holly.
life.
I bet,
So the premise of the movie is basically about this Parisian man who is a tightrope walker, and his biggest feat that he wants to complete is walking a tightrope between the Twin Towers in the 60s?
Now post 9/11. It's crazy. It doesn't make somehow he does it.
I think it's the late 70s.
Okay, 70s. Okay, yeah. And so he like trains for it, and spoiler, he does it. Yeah. And when I like watched him walk the tightrope across the Twin Towers, he's like a Lothario. Like he gets down, and the woman that has like supported him the entire time is like, I didn't know where he went, and he's like, I went off to fuck these women.
Yeah, as soon as he got done doing it, he fucked 3 women that he didn't know. So I mean, he's a nut job.
He's not like a. I mean, he's suave and like charming, but he's not necessarily like a nice guy.
Sure.
But he truly just cares about walking this tightrope across the Twin Towers and like large buildings and being the highest tightrope walker. And when I saw it, I was just like so moved by the way that it just made me be like, everybody has a purpose. And even if you think it's stupid or other people try to tell you it's crazy or you can't do it, if you believe it hard enough, you can do it.
Yeah.
And that like,
and your calling
whatever
is your
you
calling.
believe in, like God or whatever your spirituality is, like there is a spirit or something, you know, God is out there to help you reach this goal and keep you safe and keep you on the path. If you are dedicated to following your dream, no matter how crazy, even if nobody's ever done that before.
No matter how French you are.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're like, not everything else in your life is kind of chaotic, but like if you have a dream and you go after it hard enough and you train for it and you live for it, like you can achieve what is meant for you.
Right. Or you can bring focus to your life.
Yeah.
In a way.
And you can just like, everybody is meant for something, even if that's something as trivial as like walking a tightrope or, you know, like everybody is, if you believe in yourself and what you want, what you're capable of, you can achieve anything. And like all of those things really came to me. And Seth was just like,
I already do that. I am the French man.
movie.
That's
like,
the problem. I already am the fucking French man. It sucks.
Like,
it's pain in the ass.
Sobbing and so just like, I mean, like, I'm like, I grew up in the church and I've never had this close of a connection to a spiritual guidance. Like it was.
You would have fucked him like those 3 ladies did. He would have got you.
Sucked his dick the moment he got off. Like,
everyone has a purpose, Holly. That's what I'm saying.
Today, if I met that man, he's got to be.
He looks like the villain in Dirty Harry, whoever that actor is. He's like a little red-haired guy. Yeah, little red-haired guy. But I also thought it was fucking great. I mean, I think it's awesome. It's a beautiful movie.
Okay, so
it's great.
Awesome.
Love
that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, so my number 3, and I literally watched this last night. Shout out to a friend of the show, Joe Raines. It was his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Joe!
So we went out to Bloodso's barbecue and with a couple of his coworkers, and we just ate entirely too much barbecue. And then we started talking about this film, and his coworkers hadn't seen it, and I was like, just buckle the fuck up, because this is the craziest movie I've ever seen.
Whoa.
It's Tickled.
Oh, Carter mentioned this to me. I've not seen it.
Wait.
It's
about tickle fetish?
I watched it last night. I will watch it with you guys right now. Anytime, just to watch everyone's face as the story unfolds. I don't want to give anything away. It's available. You can rent it on YouTube. It's $2.99. It is worth every fucking penny.
Yeah.
If you have not seen Tickled and you just want to have your goddamn mind blown, because what starts off as kind of a funny thing about like a journalist in New Zealand discovers that they are paying a lot of money to appear on camera and be tickled with fully clothed.
Yeah.
And they're very like specifically like, oh, this is a sport. This is competitive endurance tickling. How much can you handle? And then they film the whole thing. And he literally, like the filmmaker is like, well, that seems kind of odd. Let's try it. And so he starts sending inquiries to the person that's paying all the money for the tickling and like, hey, what's the deal? And they immediately are like, this homosexual New Zealand journalist must be destroyed. Like that's literally like in the letter that he gets back, where they're like, we will not associate with you because you and they just are pissed. Right. And so, of course, as a documentarian, you're like, okay, well now I have to. Now I'm on your scent. I have to figure this out. Yeah. And I will stop there explaining it because he flies to Los Angeles, and when you find out who's paying for all this stuff, at the end of it, you're like, hey, QAnon might be real.
Wow. That's awesome.
I mean, I don't mean that literally, but it is that thing of just like, wow, there's a lot of people with too much money and too much power. Sure. It will fuck with your head.
I'm very interested in that. Yeah, Carter mentioned it to me. I don't know if he saw it or maybe he just brought it up to me.
We watched it at Joe's. So we had a
you guys watch it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so like last summer, kind of right before everybody started going back out and doing comedy and stuff, me and Carter and Joe would have documentary powwows.
Awesome.
So my top 3: American Movie, King of Kong, and Tickled. But I did want to. This is my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Finders Keepers.
Oh, I've never seen that, but I know what it is. That under the somebody buys
a foot.
Actually, there's a foot in there, and the guy's like, "That's my foot. Get my foot back," or some shit.
And then there's a legislation over a
supposed to be great.
Foot.
Never seen it.
Fucking incredible. Anvil. The story of Anvil.
Oh, I've always people compare my first movie to that all the time, so I'll never see it.
Is that right?
I'm joking. I'll fucking watch it.
It's heartwarming. They're all.
I just mean that it's like a similar, like sort of like 20 years of being friends and sort of like not really getting successful, but almost getting. Yeah, and that's a lot of what.
Well, they're Canadian too, so they're just extra sweet. It's these two guys. They've made music together since they were kids, and they have so many like scenes where they're just like fighting like they're brothers, and then at the end they're just like, I love you, man.
It was like Spinal Tap or something. Yeah, right. It's like a Spinal Tap for real.
It's Spinal Tap, but like deeply emotional.
I do want to watch it. I'm just fucking around. Yeah. Just when people tell me they're like, that's kind of like this other movie, I'm like, well, great. I'll fucking delete that from my brain forever then.
The other honorable mention, the Jesco saga, Dancing Outlaw 2.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Wild Wonderful Whites.
I try to get him to watch Wonderful Whites all the time.
But here's why. Because in the fucking 90s, that was something people passed around on VHS tapes.
Original viral.
Yeah, and so I saw it 1,000 times. People's houses being grossed the fuck out. And also, my mother, God rest her soul, is a little bit white trash. So my immediate reaction to white trash stuff is like childhood. I don't know. I don't like it.
It feels very like his childhood.
But it's all good. I mean, I love those people because, goddamn it, I am those people.
I quote that movie all the time.
And I love my mother, too, just to be clear, folks.
Yeah.
Big fan.
R.I.P. When the runny eggs... I say that all the time.
Right. Yep.
Sloppy, slimy eggs.
Oh, Christ.
Sloppy, slimy eggs.
Insanity.
Yeah. Shout out to Alita White, by the way. We did an episode with Jessica's wife.
Whoa. Badass. I'm sorry I called you white trash.
No. I mean,
that's literally what
way of living, not you.
Yeah. We did a full Jesco episode, and then she contacted us and was like, hey, some of the stuff that y'all were talking about, the documentary kind of made it look a certain way. And I was like, if you'd like to clear anything up, please come on the show. And
what a cool podcast.
and Joe, we talked to her for like an hour. It's
Turn this off, listen to
back in the archives.
Dude, that's wonderful.
That's so cool.
That's a cool.
Yeah, so I wanted to mention that. The other one that is kind of hard to find, but if you can find it, is incredible. And it's called The Cruise.
I've always heard about this, but never
with
seen
Speed
it.
Levitch, and it's the director.
Yeah, what do you make?
He's the guy who Bennett is his last name. He's the guy who went on to make Capote,
and he's friends with Apatow and all them.
And, and Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher.
So he made those. He went, but this was his
good too.
first movie, and it follows around a tour guide in New York City. So obviously, it piques my interest now as a tour guide. But I watched it when I was in college, and I was like, "This shit is incredible." So anyway,
I've always heard that's fucking awesome. The Cruise, black and white, like video cover. I've seen the video cover 1,000 times.
It's beautiful.
I've only ever seen the Rosie's Family Cruise documentary.
What is that? Rosie
O'Donnell's Gay Cruise for family.
For families? For families in what capacity?
It's a family cruise for families who are gay and have
But it's a documentary about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right. I'll check that out.
It's the first gay cruise, I think.
I should mention, sorry, there's one other fucking documentary I mentioned, but I'm not going to elaborate. It's called Overnight, and it's about the fucking guy who made Boondock Saints while he's trying to make it and alienating himself from every famous person he knows, every movie studio person he knows, until he's fucked, loses his record deal, and nobody speaks to him.
Wow.
It is one of the funniest. It's the invert. Well, maybe it's not, but it's sort of like American Movie, is that this guy is so cocky and confused about his talent that he's like, look, we're going to be making movies together for like 30 fucking years. So if you want to have this conversation now, we can do it. Like, this guy is nuts, and he has no career, and he's a cokehead, and like, I don't mind talking shit about this guy. You Google him, there's so much in being a cocksucker in there.
Wow, I got.
Anyways, that's so funny, and that's on like Tubi or some shit, like one of those free apps, because I watched it.
I think that's where American Movie is.
Yeah,
actually,
I've seen that movie Overboard like 10 times. That's also fantastic.
I got to check that out.
Anyways, Overnight.
No, I was going to say
Overnight.
It's not Overboard.
No, that's Holly's wheelhouse.
Fucking love Overboard.
Yeah, that's Holly's wheelhouse.
I wish that was a documentary and I could find them in real life.
That's right. She's just fucking beaming talking about it.
Shout out to @OrFishFever. You absolutely struck oil with that question.
Yeah, thanks.
So much.
Yeah.
As soon as I got it, I was like, well, that's going to be a big chunk of the episode, because boy, I could go on about this shit forever.
Yeah.
Fill us with some beep out.
Real people.
That's
right.
And if anybody watches any of these, please tweet at us @TheGoodsPod, because I'm so down to chat about Tickle, King of Kong, any of those.
Yes, 80 blocks from Tiffany's, folks.
She wants to be in your film, Bill.
Oh my gosh.
You get your $3,000 back. It's the first line of the film, man. It's got to be on the money.
It's all right.
Okay, I believe we can do this.
Shot 37 here where my head goes through the cupboard.
Every time we got together, there was something that seemed to go wrong.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry I tried to put your head in this. Cut. Take 30. Cut. You gotta watch your teeth too, because they clack a little bit when they loosen up in the mouth.
Oh, now I see there's a frame there.
Oh no, what are you talking about, Ma? Check it out when you look at the scarecrows. Oh, you get it? Within weeks, the film will be cut, finished for multiple sales. What do you think about that?
Multiple sales to who?
We get to see Americans and American dreams, and you won't walk away depressed after seeing this. This whole thing is turning into a theatrical mockery. You understand that, Mike?
No.
Well, you will. Would you buy this movie for $14.95?
Hell yeah, man.
If I can find 3,000 people like you across this country, man, I'm in business.
Y'all, we have arrived at our
the fun part,
final segment. I don't know if Ollie knows about this.
I don't.
Here we go. Our jam of the week.
Let's hear it. Little. Okay.
Oh, do we know this tune?
A little jazz.
Yeah, this is The Doors.
Oh, of course it is. Yes. I'm like, what is this sort of freeform jazz shit at the top? Oh, yeah, that's The Doors.
This is Break On Through to the Other Side.
Yeah.
That's right. This is Vietnam music, man. We need our own music.
That's so funny. This is the genre of Vietnam.
It is. Dude, if you make a Vietnam movie and you don't include some Doors.
We did a parody of Apocalypse Now, and I most definitely did it shot for shot to the end, of course.
Let's get down into these.
Let's talk about it. Do you like the doors? Do you feel good about the doors?
The reason I included this, I fucking love the doors.
Do you?
I also love the doors.
Yeah, and you know what? They're due back because I think for a long time there was a lot of people who they were like that was the cool thing, and you know why? It's because most people discover the Doors when they're in like junior high,
of course,
and they hate that version of themselves, so they have to cut ties and disassociate. The Doors are a solid fucking band. Jim Morrison, and I think based on everything I've ever read about the man, he greatly suffered from that Oliver Stone movie.
Oh,
because the way they portrayed him in that movie, every single living member of the Doors was like, "That is not my friend Jim."
Yeah,
like he's such a dickhead in that movie. And
well, it's the cartoon because that's what was sold, and they're still working on the marketing of it's the Doors.
Right. So I think you know, I think the Doors are they're up for a new look.
I'm on the opposite of that spectrum where I had a Doors ringtone on my phone. And
that's right. Holly was big into like hippie shit. She was like, "I'm a hippie."
Was it Light My Fire?
It was People Are Strange.
Ooh, to let people know she's not some normal girl.
I was gonna say Light My Fire is like almost that should be the default ringtone for an iPhone.
Yeah, and that's the biggest hit. Oh yeah. Every ringtone was based off the fucking keyboard part. Ray Manzarek wrote the ringtones for
but I loved
T-Mobile.
I think my high school self was probably my coolest self, so I feel like the Doors.
Same. Yeah,
good shit.
You know what? My thing with the Doors, very similar trajectory with wrestling. Got really into it, like middle school, pre-junior high. Kind of went into the closet a little bit with it, but I was always rocking.
You're
with
always
the Doors.
still down.
Yeah, I was always
Ray Manzarek's made some awesome shit. I mean, he's produced a lot of great shit.
He produced Los Angeles by X.
Yeah, X is one of the greatest bands of all time.
There you go.
And let me hear some of the Doors so I could criticize.
How are people feeling about this?
Yeah.
Can I hear just like a bit of the song so I can decide if I totally hate it or not?
Oh yeah. Here you go.
Because here's the thing. My father is a musician, so a lot of my opinions are informed.
Got some bossa nova.
What I was told when I was younger about things.
Got some bossa nova drums.
And my dad doesn't like things that are like loose like this unless it's jazz.
Yeah, well,
so he's kind of like it's a rock song. Where the fuck is the?
Well, John Densmore, jazz drummer.
I wonder if my dad probably likes the Doors. Honestly,
I mean, I think they are kind of.
It's pretty cool. It just feels like I should be fucking and like really be into drugs, which I guess maybe I'm not fucking really into drugs. Well, sometimes, but not in a way where I want to like wiggle around on a stage and tell everyone about it.
Right.
I don't want to make it my goddamn identity, folks.
Yeah. This is 2 minutes and 25 seconds of fury, man.
I will say I listened to the end a lot when I was editing that thing, and there were like instrumental sections where I was like, "This is pretty fucking awesome."
Yeah. So we're on Team Doors, but let us go down into the comments of YouTube.
Yeah, I want to know.
See what the people have to say. First up, I'll just say this is like a
how many times is Lizard King mentioned?
This is classic. Amazon from 1 year ago. Fuck you, Angie. That's it. That's just simple.
Wait, maybe the
he knows
stands for Angie.
Ooh, maybe he knows that she always comes to this YouTube page to listen to this song the other night, and he was like, "She's going to see the comments." She always reads the comments.
Angie is such a good name for that.
Yeah.
Like,
you
never met an Angie that wasn't divorced.
And it's funny, and it's funny in any accent too. You can go, "Fuck you, Angie," and it's just as funny.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off, Angie.
I
fucking hate Angie.
That's right. It's neither. Yeah, it's not any more credible or less credible.
This one is crazy from 2 months ago.
Crazy.
Well, mushrooms have a profound effect, and you got to let people know sometimes. Crazy.
Whoever reads this, know that there are still kids and people in high school and alive that are joining the workforce that still know what work is and the value of life. Oh no, this is the lady from the Facebook group.
If everybody's saying it, somebody's not doing any work. They're all standing around talking about no work.
They're like Jim Morrison, no drug addict, knew that.
Yeah. Well, how is he relating this to the Doors?
They know the value of life and the value of having no fear and enjoying friends, family, and listening to great music like this. There's still hope left. I promise to raise my kids that way and the way I was raised, to keep old moral values and ways of life alive. And I'm like, yes, Jim Morrison, the true north of morality.
Yeah.
He's the guy who runs the weed shop around the corner now. He's some asshole. A guy you hate for sure, man.
A 16-minute song called Celebration of the Lizard about his dick.
You would hate this man. That is amazing. He's like, they sold it to me when I was young and it seemed nice then. You're like, well, it wasn't if you want to read more about it, but okay.
This next one, this looks like it might be an attempt at an amateur Weird Al situation, but I don't quite understand it.
Okay, good.
Here we go.
Decipher it.
Looks like Tubble from 5 months ago.
Looks like
Tubble. This is trouble with no R. Looks like Tubble
We're off to
from 5 months ago. Well, I went down to the shops for a loaf of bread, pint of milk, dozen eggs, sausages, tried to run, tried to hide, break on through to the other side.
That is a stone guy who thinks he's brilliant at 2 a.m.
He wrote sausages.
Oh, and he was like, this won't give me lay, but it might get a couple likes on the YouTube comment
It
page.
was Chris Farley from the Bear sketch.
yeah, that's
sausages.
It's Robert Smigel. He's just continuing that sketch because now everyone's dead. That's awesome.
Ghost Rider from 6 months ago.
Yeah.
My future children will also love this song because I will play it every day for life.
Wow. My future children will love
every
this.
song that my dad played every day.
Yeah, I was going to say, most everything my dad played every day, I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was like, I hate this.
Love anything is to play
over and over.
Song every day.
Yeah, 3 times you're like, I definitely hate this.
Yeah, my dad got a hold of Rattle and Hum right around the time I knew what music was, and I still fucking hate you too.
One of the lamest things ever made on a fucking record is when he's like, Charles Manson took this song from the Beatles, now we're taking it back. That's the opening of the concert, and they do Helter Skelter. What a piece of shit, dickhead.
It's like, dude, no one quit liking Helter Skelter.
I got love. I'm not trying to be a dick. Bono, you're fine. But I'm just saying, like, that is, if you have your head up your own ass that much, that you think your stupid concert film live album is the declaration to the fucking murderous hippies that it's over, that we're taking Laurel Canyon back or whatever the fuck, that is insanity to me. Anyways, that's one of the most prestigious things ever happened.
Modern Beatles, you know.
But Bullet the Blue Sky is pretty cool. I like that song. Right?
This one is Maureen O'Neill from 7 months ago.
Oh, full name.
Pat Nixon, I told my mom I was calling nursing staff services to pick up our household now.
Oh.
This game was 8-ball. Pat Nixon, would you please inform nursing staffing services that we are allowed to flee?
Whoa.
The gardener told...
I'm not sure they know where they are.
Oh.
The Guardian Star told me, Ebenezer, you are on our list to be included with decisions. Pat Nixon, their administration is too weak at witnessing for responding by responsible socialism.
Holy fuck.
So I believe this is a person in a nursing home who has just had it up to here with the administrator named Pat Nixon.
You have to log in.
Yeah, you do. Well, yeah, you have to already be logged in. If not,
it's not like you can accidentally be like, is this Yahoo question?
yeah, it's like, Quora or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Quora.
Yeah. It's like, I bet Jim Morrison thought that people would be doing crazy drugs to his songs, but like, not like, can you get me to the nursing home type
right. Well, no, it was me out of the nursing home because they're doing socialism too.
Yeah. Usually when I'm having a bad time, I reach out to a song I like and go, can you help me? Can you help me when beneath my wings? Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Commented on an Ariana Grande video to ask if anybody knew how to get a divorce.
Yeah, that's right. This song seems to be about love. How do you get married? Do you date for a while?
Me at courthouse.
Talion 4 ABT from 1 year ago.
Ooh.
Do not trust Adler. Adler is lying to you.
Dude.
Do not trust him. Do not listen to Adler. He is lying to you. He is lying to you.
Me.
Find the truth. Do not trust Adler.
Who's Adler? I love it.
I think he's referring to Grace Adler.
Adler.
Will and Grace.
Oh, is that right?
No.
That's the last name?
Yeah, Grace
That is?
Adler of Will and Grace.
Then it must be that.
Oh, okay.
Adler is lying. Adler is against you. Adler will rise up and take all of our souls and children. Soylent Green has made a people. Adler's in charge of it all. It's good.
Ryan Katashuk from 1 year ago. Sounds like something a bunch of on-the-run outlaws would blast to a last stand at a hideout in an overwhelming force of cops. Does that make any sense?
Oh.
It does, actually.
He typed out. Does that? Oh, yes.
Does that make any sense? This sounds like a shootout.
Dude, I love. He's like, this is what we'd be blaring as we drove away from the bank. He's like, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want to get arrested. So you wouldn't be like, do you guys want to hear an awesome song while we flee from the police? Or do you want to wait till we're back home and we all have our own private iPods?
The cops are coming. Everyone's like, go, go, go. It's like, no, my Bluetooth is syncing. Hold on.
Like we're supposed to rock and roll and rip the fuck out of this parking lot, dude.
What's the point of robbing a bank if you can't rock?
We're bad motherfuckers who rob banks. Give us a second. We're trying to set the score here. You seen Baby Driver?
Ivan R from 1 year ago. I take my coffee through my nose, LMAO.
Ooh, Coke.
I saw that on a shirt this morning and thought it was funny. LOL.
You know that in his life, though, he's like.
I wish he thought he made it up, but he was like, "This is pretty cool."
Sitting at his desk.
Whoa.
Or like sitting at home, just like watching YouTube, being like, "Oh my God, this is like that shirt that I saw today. This is the perfect place to tell people about that."
Or he typed it and went like, "Well, I should tell him it's from a shirt."
See, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I should probably be. I'll be honest.
Like, look,
I saw that on a shirt.
I didn't
thought it
even
was
buy
funny.
the shirt. I just liked what it said.
I didn't mean to say it. I saw it somewhere. I'm sorry. I thought it was funny.
Got a couple more here. DWC Plumbing and Heating from 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. We're speaking for the whole company on this one.
A business
We
message.
don't support fires. We put them out.
I used to serve people in 7-Eleven. A regular was a guy with gray hair who flashes the Norwich City badge. So I think we're talking England here. He stunk of fish curry. Honestly, he stunk the shop out. The sheer power of it made your eyes water.
God.
4 years in, that shop has given me a lifetime of stories. Blokes taking shits on the floor, pissing themselves, fighting, students flashing their tits, alcos walking in, I love British slang, alcos walking in long johns with their cocks out.
Yeah.
Me blocking thieves down an aisle and singing at them as they try to get out. And I say, try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Dude.
I used to use these lyrics as a type burn.
Say what you will about the British. They can at least circle the damn square.
That's really great.
As you were reading it, though, it does feel like the chaotic scene of like a music video for this song.
Oh, yeah. 7-Eleven would be perfect.
Yeah, like Harmony Korine directed a fucking
shitting,
break on through the other side video.
Robbing the place.
Homeless people shitting. Isn't it beautiful and stupid? I love that angle in art.
Once you said it was British, I was like, okay, so he's smart.
But he really, William Shakespeare fucking ain't no joke. He wrapped it up. He turned it back
I
around.
comment back, congrats on moving up from the 7-Eleven to your own plumbing business.
I know. Yeah. He's like, boy, I had stories. Not so much of plumbing. Click on my YouTube channel. You'll see our commercials that we spent money on.
Not as many blokes in long johns with their cocks out in the plumbing industry.
Right.
Sounds like my street.
At their toilet because they're taking a loo.
Yeah, they don't take a shit on my floor anymore. They take a shit in the toilet.
That's right. Yeah, with the plumbing, you say. That guy rules. Log out of your official account before you comment on the bullshit. On the Doors song.
Be like, hello, I was looking for a plumber.
Yeah.
And I saw your comment, and I thought,
I saw your comment on you. I'm like, he gets it.
I will fix your toilet, but I will be talking to you about my previous life as a 7-Eleven
I have
clerk.
a lot of stories. I've got a whole bunch of them.
Joseph Stanton from 6 years ago.
Hi, Joseph.
I bought this the very day I saw it. There's no punctuation, so forgive me. I bought this the very day I saw it. My wife's sister is exactly 10 years older than us, and she says, "This is what you listen to?" Me, I say, "Of course, this is sex for my ears." And then she says, "But it is old sounding." We let her walk home.
Wow.
Like, okay.
We're not taking you home because you said our sex music sounds old.
Yeah, our sex music sounds old. Oh, you think this sex music isn't so fucking what? Would you like the synthesizer to have a little bit more fucking drum machine to it?
You stuck up bitch. Well, how dare you?
Oh, that is so funny. It sounds old though. Okay, walk the fuck home.
Also, she's like 10 years older.
Yeah, which is strange.
And we have I love that he gives us like a glimpse at a timeline, but not really. Where he's like, I got it the day I saw it. When did you see it?
1966 or what?
That's what I was
it's like when?
I
bought it the second I saw it. I just think that's the most hilarious thing to say too. Like I've only bought something the second I saw it. It was like a food item.
Yeah.
I've never in my life been like, what a book about things that I like.
I'm not walking around this store.
I gotta buy this. Like I'm buying this. That's so. I love it. The second I saw it.
And finally, and before I read this, I have to say for context, Père Lachaise is the name of the cemetery where Jim Morrison is buried in Paris. So that's what the reference is.
Okay.
All right. So Theta Love from 1 month ago. I was too young, near Bethel, New York. So near. I could hear it as a tiny girl, but somehow I have met Jim. We all have. Oh my God. James Douglas Morrison, the eternal poet. In Père Lachaise, 2003, a pregnant me is making love to Jim with words. with words and incense.
Of course.
So she's at his grave, just being like, "Fuck yeah, yeah."
But why is she?
Oh
saying
my
she's pregnant?
fucking god!
I don't know, but there's a pregnant woman standing over Jim Morrison's grave, just being like, "Yeah."
It's like I remember when I saw the movie The Banger Sisters as well.
No shit.
So she says she's making love with words and incense. And
Good
then
Lord,
Great UTI recipe.
horrible. Horrible.
Don't want that neck champa up near your.
Is that what incense and
parts,
peppermints is about?
I thought you were knee deep in her nong champa. That's what I was like. You calling vaginas nong champa? I can't say that. She said.
So she says, words and incense. A raggedy little gray cat emerged from Jim's bodily home.
Bodily home.
She ate my cheese, stared into my eyes. 2022, here she is. Tiny feral rescue, curled in my pillow. James Douglas Morrison is eternal. I love you.
You just get up and do your Jesus Christ Superstar dances to that.
She's like, I'm a cat lady, but also there's a backstory.
Yeah, like I've wrapped it up into my weird sexual obsessions
So
too.
this is 2003. She found a dirty street cat in Paris, somehow got it back to Bethel, New York, and she's now like, my incredibly old cat somehow came from Jim Morrison's grave while I was there doing God knows what.
She's like,
what
stray
impact?
Cat ate cheese that I had on the ground. Wild.
Ate my
Must
cheese,
be a
looked
spirit.
me in the eyes, and said, "I am Jim Morrison."
Yeah, that's what I think she thinks.
She was like, "Cool with me. I'm on drugs. Let's do it."
It sounds like the cat's name is Jim Morrison.
Oh,
yeah.
I love.
Is she having sex with her cat? Is what it sounds like
who knows?
I love people who believe in their own bullshit so much that she like you can hear her in the sentences going, "I'm cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool as fuck." You know, like you're like, lady, this is really lame.
Yeah.
She's like, it was that James Michael Douglas Morrison.
Michael Douglas.
I remember.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, you can say anything. We can all make up that crazy shit.
I, for lack of a better word, am the Lizard King.
That's right. Yeah. I haven't Googled his name, but I think it's James Michael Montgomery Morrison. James Brown Montgomery Wilson.
Oh, Jesus.
Morrison.
Well, that is The Doors. Break on through to the other side.
We're on the
from
other side, baby.
Their first record, then our jam of the week. Seth Pomeroy, where can people find you online?
And they can find me at Seth Pomeroy at Twitter and Instagram and Letterboxd as well. I talk about movie crap on there sometimes.
You got to tell the folks to. So here's why you need to follow Seth Pomeroy, because the next project that he's coming out with, ever since we started having Crofton on the show, we get so many goddamn people. They're like, we need more Chris Crofton. And you have an entire documentary about the man himself coming up. So
8 years working on it, folks. So I figured him out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it's all there, and I'm so fucking proud of it. And it was a long journey independently. So I'm glad I live in Los Angeles now, where people can help me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I'm very proud of it.
Well, so watch, as they say, watch this space at Seth Pomeroy.
Thank you.
You're gonna have a goddamn Chris Crofton movie coming out.
That's right.
So stay tuned for that.
Great movie.
Yeah, Holly has seen every step of the way, so Holly knows more than anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so ready to check it out.
Yeah, I'm psyched to send it to you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Holly Perkins, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Perkalurk.
Great Instagram name.
It's
Perkalurk.
It's one of those, it's like, it's been my Instagram name for so long.
It rules.
But it's Perkalerk. You can find me on.
It's very fun.
It is good.
It's very good.
And I'm always like, Perk Alert all the time to her, just fucking with her.
Yeah.
Perk Alert. It's good.
And then Twitter and TikTok, I'm Holly Perk. I think that's it. Oh, and I'm on Letterboxd, but probably don't follow me there.
Don't look at her opinions on movies that I like. I'm just kidding.
No. I think that's everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for being with us. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And the best way to support the show is to head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support the show, if for some reason you have not, head over to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show that attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, you will not be working and hanging cabinets. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.